A mouth-watering food truck and live music all day long. The party kicks off at 11 a.m. with Roy Stewart taking the stage at 3:30, followed by Dakota Blue at 7 p.m. It's a day you don't want to miss. 20 years of great memories, even greater flavors, and you're invited. Come down and party with us at Down on Main Street in Washington, Saturday, March 8th. See you there.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Here on the Rich Eisen Show, everybody. The Hyundai Getaway sales event that's going on right now. You need to check it out right now and get that Hyundai car or SUV you've always wanted. It's a perfect time for you to do that because every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. If you don't think you can get away with all that, think again. Don't wait. The Hyundai Getaway sales event that's going on right now needs your immediate attention. So visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai. Gabe in El Paso, Texas, has been hanging on for an hour and a half. What's up, Gabe?
Hey, what's going on, Rich? Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for making it.
A long time. Yes, sir. I just let me work backwards here. I just want to give you a shout out to fellow UTEP alum Jordan Palmer. Picks up.
Hey, fantastic.
And
by the way,
I also
yes, sir, was a very Vern Lundquist.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what's on your mind, Gabe?
Yes, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my Packers. Of
Okay.
course, seems like I always do that whenever I call in. And you know what? If he's listening, if he watches the show, I just want to talk to Devontae Adams, and I just want to say, come home, sir. Come on back to Green Bay.
Man, it would be great.
I think he would be, oh my gosh, with Watson, Dobbs, Reed. And I just saw that they tendered Bo Melton. That would be awesome. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what. Thanks for the call, Gabe. Obviously, he wants to win a Super Bowl, right? That's the only. What else is missing in this world, right?
That's
He's a Hall of Famer. Right? I don't think we're arguing on this front.
No.
Okay, thank you. And where can he win the championship? That's the question. Where can he go to win the championship?
The guy who was here
Kansas City,
the guy who was here in the first hour might want him.
Buffalo. That was the number one destination I had on my power rankings.
It's a good spot.
Kansas City 2, Chargers 3. And Packers are there too. Does he want to go back to Wisconsin? And I say that because, you know, he went to Vegas because he wanted to be closer to the West Coast. Then he goes to Rodgers and gave that one a whirl, and then found out what it's like to put your lot in the Jets world, which I know Aaron Glenn is hoping to change, the latest to attempt it. What else? Pittsburgh would be in a pretty good spot if you want to try the West Coast, Rams, Chargers, man. Rams, Chargers. You want to try 49ers? Give that one a whirl?
That's not bad.
That's not a bad one, too.
That's not bad.
The Jim Jackson Show with Spike Lee. Got to check it out. Spike came in yesterday. He's going to the Clipper game with the Knicks tonight. He was at the Lakers-Knicks last night. And he was just talking about so much with Jim, especially this one leaps out at us. We cut this one. It's 2.5 minutes long. It's awesome. He was telling Jim about putting together He Got Game and who he was eyeing for the role of Jesus Shuttlesworth first, before Ray Allen. Check it out.
So I made the list and asked Kobe. He said he was glad that I thought of him, but summertime he's working.
Mm-hmm.
Because the role really, you had to give your whole summer.
Yeah.
And at the whole 8 months, you need to, refurbish your body. So I made a list. AI, he didn't want to audition. He just wanted to part.
He just wanted to part, right?
Yeah. And I was thinking about rehearsal. Rehearsal.
No, he's stupid, man. He's stupid.
And made, several other people, and Ray Allen auditioned. And I said, Ray, we're gonna have to rehearse, practice. We got him an acting coach, and he was committed. The day we wrapped, he went to camp the next day.
No, he didn't. That's how long it was through that summer.
The next day, Milwaukee Bucks, George Karl was the coach. In the end of the movie, the father-son showdown. Mm-hmm. In the script, Ray Allen was supposed to win 11-0. In the script. Now, Denzel played, Denzel played junior varsity. You know his coaches, right?
Who?
PJ Carissimo.
Oh. PJ, that's right. PJ.
That was Denzel's JV coach.
What? Right.
So he was like, Spike, I don't care the script. In the script, Ray's supposed to win. G's supposed to beat his father, Jake, 11-0. Denzel like, nah, later for that. He starts throwing up some stuff. It's going in. Bagging his stuff. And Susan Batson, the acting coach, Ray's acting, she's screaming at him, Ray, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And Ray Allen looks at me and says, time out, time out. So time
out.
We should have won.
He called a timeout.
He says, Spike. And the script says, I'm supposed to beat Denzel 11-0. I'm like,
it's Denzel, bro. It's Denzel. You don't understand that? It's
and with Denzel, it was a better scene, too.
Oh, was it? Because of that?
Denzel knew that.
How fun is that?
I had heard that before, that it was supposed to be 11-0.
And Denzel's
he scores the first 2 points, right, TJ? Am I right about that? He scores the first 2 points, I think, in the final scene. And in one point, he does like a victory lap, kind of, when he goes up 2-0. And you could see Ray Allen just kind of looks at him like,
Well, guess Ray called for time.
What are we doing?
It's like, no, the director says cut.
No, that's cut, Ray.
It's called cut from the director. You can't call for 20. You can't have 20 seconds
That's
because
so good.
Denzel's beating you.
And then you're going to tell on Denzel? Like, Denzel's not following.
He's not following the script.
How about him asking Kobe first? And Kobe's like, the summer's for me, man.
Because Cope would have been second year in the league.
Real early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Kobe and Denzel? If Kobe had done that instead of Ray,
it's one of those things you can't picture anyone other than Ray Allen.
Of course,
being
because
Jesus,
he was terrific.
Yeah, he was amazing in that movie.
So everybody go check out the Jim Jackson Show pod wherever you get your pods. And
Ray and Kobe were in the same
great.
draft class. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. Fun stuff. Fun show as well here. Thanks for Dion Dawkins for stopping by. That was great.
Three Bills.
Tommy P. That was funny. He's just like, wait a minute, 3 Buffalo Bills? I don't know, 300 pounds. Tom Pelissero and Michael Fassbender and Taylor Twellman. Next we chat. NFL free.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Give us a pirate update. How many pirates you got there with you, Holden?
Yes, we got Zay Winstead and Garrett McGinner on my team. It's great. Garrett, obviously got hurt last year, didn't play, but he's back better than ever. And then, Noah and Avery Jones are still in this league as well on other teams. So we're well represented out here.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hey, Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free. Or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat, Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range bag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in-store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake did you eat yesterday? How much did you eat? Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why, right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington...
have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can check us out on YouTube. Would love to have you for the next 3 hours, joining us while you work, while you play, while you watch ECU baseball, while you do whatever it is that you do in this crazy world. You can chime in. What did you think about East Carolina's performance last night in Minges Coliseum in a win over Tulane? We'll talk about that. How you feeling about the baseball series? Are you watching March Madness? Are you watching conference tournaments? I certainly am. And we'll give you an update on games going on today and everything that's happened so far today in the world of college basketball, and a ton of guests to get to, including Brian North coming up here, hour number one. We'll try to get Danny Beal's interview in here, hour number one as well, because we talked baseball. See if we can sneak that in. Hour two, some NFL talk with Tony Dunn and Alex Harper, who will be knocking off two more teams from his favorite team list. I talked to Alex a couple hours ago. We got that coming your way on today's show. We've got Morgan Ahlers in hour three and Rahjai Harris, our guy, as well, coming up hour number three of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Logan keeping a low profile. Low man wins. Logan's here today on a Friday. We got left side.
Strong side, baby. Happy Victory Friday to you, Clip Brock. How about them Pirates?
HVF to you. Chandler,
I like them Pirates, baby.
Chandler Honeycutt here on a Friday. Jarrett and Hayden are off to Clark LeClaire Stadium.
Literally just left the studio
to cover today's East Carolina and Coastal Carolina game. Let's play Guess the Line. Who is favored in this baseball game coming up today, and what is the money line for the favorite? Chandler.
I'm going to say East Carolina is the favorite.
And what do you think the money line is?
Minus 125.
All right. The money line is minus 174. So a hefty favorite. And that favorite would be Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
Coming into our house.
Coming into our house, and their favorites? How dare you? But they are top 25 in the country, coming off a hard-fought loss to the Tar Heels of North Carolina earlier this week, which went into extras. And they have a squad, Clip Brock, and I think we're going to see a lot of power from the bats from Coastal Carolina this week.
And as Chandler would say, East Carolina trying to bounce back from a 3-game winning streak.
Have I said that before?
I feel like you've done, yeah. I feel like you used the wrong phrase. Like, you haven't said this, but Coastal Carolina trying to stay hot coming off their loss to North Carolina. Like, you've said something. I think you've said bounce back, like, after a win before.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that you have said, like, you understand what that means, right? So I definitely have said it. And as you know, I say words wrong, and I say sentences wrong.
And that's why we love you.
I say phrases wrong. So, but that is my bit, which is not a bit because I'm an idiot. But that's what I do.
Let's look at scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Say, Drake, I heard you won by 17. Drake, 70. Southern Illinois, 53. Bulldogs move on to the semifinals of the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. High Point, a 21-point winner today over Gardner Webb. High Point, Bobby Pettiford and company moving on in the Big South Championship. Games going on right now. Delaware, high I'm in Delaware. They lead Stony Brook 52-34 second half play in the CAA tournament. Big South, Radford leading Presbyterian 27-17. That game with 5 minutes left to go first half. Your next tip-off will be Illinois State and Belmont in Arch Madness coming up at 3:30. Later this afternoon, North Carolina A&T participates in the CAA tournament against Hofstra at 4:30. Western Carolina. Got a lot of Carolina action today. Western Carolina taking on Mercer in the SoCon tournament at 5 o'clock. Let's see, UNC Asheville will be playing in the Big South tournament at 6 o'clock against Charleston Southern. Games tonight, Missouri Valley, Murray State, and Bradley at 7 o'clock. Other tournament action, the Citadel VMI in the SoCon at 7:30 on ESPN+. Ohio Valley tournament going on, the semis, Little Rock, Southeast Missouri State, App State in action tonight against Old Dominion in the Sun Belt at 8:30. And then Longwood and Winthrop, Big South, coming up at 8:30 tonight. West Coast Conference play, tournament play going on with Pepperdine and Portland. Summit League, North Dakota and South Dakota State. So a ton of hoops and
ton of respect.
We're in the fun part now. Let me check Monday to see if we got anything. I don't know if we'll have day basketball on Monday, but the remainder of the time we're going to have games on all day, every day until we get to Selection Sunday. So,
is there any way we can get some CAA tournament action going on the TV and turn it up so we can hear our friend Coach Matt McCarthy?
Yeah, you're upper management. You're in sales now. You're making the big bucks. All you got to do is get a Flow Sports account, and we'll pop it up there.
No, that's easy.
All right, we'll get it done.
That's too expensive.
Ma'am?
I was going to alert you that we will have games beginning tonight.
What games, ma'am?
Running until St. Patrick's Day, actually.
Ooh.
So here's what we got.
Say yeah.
All right, we'll have the Purdue-Illinois game tonight.
Tired of losing Purdue.
Arizona and Kansas at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow.
Ooh,
Missouri Valley Championship on Sunday. Southern Conference Monday.
We got
CAA Tuesday.
Championship games. I like that.
Patriot League on Wednesday. Big Ten on Thursday. Big East semis on Friday of next week.
From MSG.
We will have the SEC and Conference USA games on the 15th and the SEC and AAC championship games on Sunday the 16th.
The Pirates here on Pirate Radio.
It could possibly happen, yes.
All right, I like that. South Carolina, a winner today in women's SEC tournament play. And right now, bit of a surprise. Georgia Tech and NC State are tied with 2:40 left to go in the ACC tournament. NC State, the 1 seed here, being put to the test, and Georgia Tech has just taken the lead. 2:30 left to go.
Yeah, State fans are hanging on to their women's basketball this year in postseason play because their men's basketball team will not even sniff post-season play because they are eliminated from the ACC tournament. State!
Well, one team getting hot at the right time is the East Carolina Pirates, coming off a win last night over the Tulane Green Wave, and what a fun night it was in Minges Coliseum. A lot of highlights. You had a C.J. Walker windmill.
You ended the half with a lob to C.J.
A Riley alley-oop. A Jay Shane breakaway dunk. Man, Jay Shane was awesome. Take all the NIL you got and give it to Jay Shane.
I got to give you credit.
I want Jay Shane to be the top paid player in the country.
I got to give you credit. And I was telling somebody this last night. I was like, Clip does a good job of taking a player early in the year.
I'm a scout.
And saying, that's my guy.
I see talent.
Clip's done it with Brandon Suggs, if everybody remembers the Sugg boat.
And all y'all are like, man, this guy sucks. Everybody jumped on board. Everybody got on the Sugg boat. Don't say you didn't. I know you did.
You were like a bouncer on that boat. You're like, you can't come in here. You can't come in here. You can come in here if you want. But
a lot of people talking about Jay Shane now.
Earlier in the year, you said this Jay Shane Woodard guy, I don't know what it is about him, but I like him. And going back to Sunday, going back to last night, he made some big plays, and the only thing I could do was look at Clip Brock and think, he was right.
What did I say in the second half, man? I said, we need a spark. Put in Jay Shane. Guess what? Spark initiated.
He is the hustler, man.
9 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, stat sheet stuffer, and as the kids would say, pause. I know, but hands on balls, man. Dude gets hands on balls every possession. I don't know how many times he has given us a second, third, fourth shot on a series.
As he's like making that effort to get the ball back, you're like, that's what he does. That's what he does.
Tony Dunn sat with us last night.
He did.
And I said, Zero's my guy. And by the end of the game, he was a big fan. Because I would just constantly, people are going to start to hate him because I just tell everybody in Minji's, watch him. I yell when he leaves the game. I stand up and cheer.
Well, after your prediction with Brandon Suggs, I was like, all right, I need to pay attention to this Jay Shane Woodard guy. And the more I watch him, the more I'm like, man, I think that I really, really like this guy as a basketball player. But am I allowed on the train?
I dare you to try to dislike him. I dare you to watch him play basketball and say, I don't like how this guy plays basketball. That's the Clip Rock Jay Shane challenge. Clip Rock Jay Shane open challenge. Watch him play basketball. And I will hook you up to a lie detector test. We'll go down to the sheriff's office. And right after the game, I'll sit you down. We'll hook you up.
Is he going to be in that dark room with the light on your face?
Yeah, we'll do a few test questions. Is your name John Smith? Do you live at 311? Amber is the color of your energy drive. And I'll say, did you enjoy watching Jay Shane Woodard play basketball?
No.
And we'll get the results.
No, I didn't.
And if you can honestly pass
I did
test,
not.
I will give you $1 million. Straight cash.
Homie.
Jamie says, Clip, you got to get Jay Shane on the show. I've tried the last 2 weeks to get a coach, player, anybody on from ECU basketball, and the can keeps getting kicked out.
I guess we need to wait till the end of the season.
I don't know.
Because I would love to have.
I don't know. Try to promote.
He's top 3 of all time. I ain't going to lie. RJ Felton on. Would love to have him on. Big Pirate radio fan.
Big.
I remember sitting down with RJ at Media Day earlier in the year.
Big.
And when I sat down, I, of course, was representing Pirate Radio with a logo on my chest. A little taco meat on my chest.
Yeah, a little taco meat on my chest.
And he said, oh, you were Pirate Radio.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
He said, okay. Earlier in the year, or maybe like a month ago.
Which was also earlier in the year.
J-Bone was at practice, and they were warming up, and RJ Felton looks at J-Bone and says, hey, get this on video. And he's warming up, and he says, shout out Pirate Radio!
RJ grabs the game ball last night, holds on to it. I nearly teared up because the Pirates just got a nice win, but he wasn't smiling. You see his face was just like, he almost had a blank stare.
Like, this is it.
And then he went and gave high fives and hugs to the fans and just had this look on his face like, I interpreted it as this is my last ride, and that made me sad. You could also interpret it as like, this is nothing. We're not done. We got more games to win. Like,
which he has said in the post game several times.
But I looked at it as,
this is it.
Yeah,
it's the last time I'm holding a basketball in Minji's.
Chandler said earlier, I'm going to paraphrase you, like, we won't have another RJ Felton, a guy that stays that long, that scores that many points, that has so many key moments and victories and numbers for ECU basketball. And in today's world, you're probably more right than you are wrong.
But leaving the basketball game last night, as we were leaving Section 213, we were leaving at the same time, and in the corner of my eye, I looked, and you had stopped. And I turn around, and I guess the ESPN Plus crew was interviewing RJ Felton, and the whole team went and surrounded him, hugged him, and when they got done with that interview, you mentioned it earlier, he kind of throws his hands up and then goes around the whole side, court side, and hugs everybody, high fives everybody, and I was able to capture that with my phone because, like I said, will we see another RJ Felton Will we see another situation like this? I don't think so.
Cam Hayes got it going last night early. We don't put up those numbers without him. He was hitting big shots early. The Pirates just
started 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
They got up 10, and it just kind of stayed that way. They got up 17 at one point. Tulane would cut it to 8 or so, and it was a game of runs, but we got off to such a good start. We were able to just keep them at bay.
How many times last night did you think, and be honest, and maybe you didn't, but how many times did you think, all right, when's the wheels going to fall off? When are we going to get a close game? When is Tulane going to take the lead? And
I never thought we were going to lose last night.
I never thought that either, because we had such control in that game the whole time, it seemed like. And then
to answer their runs was very impressive.
Hitting the three, Jan Farrell hitting threes to answer. Everybody contributing on the other end of the court whenever they would put the ball in the basket. But there was a time midway through the second half of last night's game, the whistle started to blow.
Oh, well, they had 3 fouls in 10 seconds.
And I was like, me and you both were like, oh, here we go. Get the alert out there on Twitter, Clip Brock.
Yeah.
Crappy refs and Minjies. But that just seemed to be a little, like,
blip.
A little blip.
We need to take a break. Before we do, we'll check in with Chat Gang real quick. Jerry says, hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Count the bell. Jamie says, hey, now.
Hey, now.
Well, I need to get Corey Glor's hey, now to add to the rotation. Hey, now.
Hey, now. Great to have Graf on the show yesterday, too.
That was cool. Yeah. Bunch of Tulane losers. Jamie says, in a night of awesome dunks, the CJ Windmill was my favorite. Dominique. That was cool. Jarrett Watkins says,
Boone!
Last night we were the tougher team.
We're the tougher team.
I thought we were the tougher team.
I thought we were the tougher team.
Will says, Jay and Trevi are winning players. Winning, I call them Sheens.
Hope you're enjoying spring break, Will.
Oh, yeah, that's our intern, Will. What's up, Will?
And also, I walked with him out of Minji's last night.
Oh, yeah?
And he was bragging about what he said on the show.
What did he say? Oh, he had a good feeling?
I had a good... I said it on the show today. I had a good feeling about tonight's ball game.
In the biz...
And you know what? I said, great respect to you.
In the biz of entertainment, and when you talk on a microphone and say things, people remember the things you get wrong and will remind you of it constantly. So you have to be your own cheerleader. If you say something that comes to fruition... If you say Jay Shane Woodard's the guy back in November and we sit here in March and he is the guy, you got to let people know.
I remember the 21st night of September, and then I also remember hot takes on radio.
Yeah. So you have got to promote yourself because nobody else will. People want to watch you down. People want to watch you fall. People want to watch your downfall.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch you stay on top. People like watching the rise. But people don't like watching the guy on top. They want to see him topple off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
You know what he's talking about? You know what? You picking up what he's putting down?
Mike P said, Shirley, take us to break. Mike P said, Tulane is a bunch of Long Beach living, Jim Blossom listening, fancy hotel staying losers.
Man, he was bragging, wasn't he?
Corey Glor, big braggart.
I actually saw them in concert.
I saw the Jim Blossom.
I'm staying at the hotel. I'm one of the first people to ever stay there.
And I was in the front row saying, tomorrow we can drive around this town. Let the cops chase us around.
Earlier this week, I was in Long Beach.
Let me give a shout out to Logan. Low Man Wins for being here on a Friday with us. We appreciate you, Logan, before you head out.
For spring break. What's your plans? We'll find out after the break.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Looking for a fun and free Friday night? Join us on March 28th at Greenville Town Commons for a movie with a mission, hosted by the teen ambassadors of Ronald McDonald House Charities. Enjoy The Parent Trap Under the Stars, plus food trucks, vendors, raffle baskets, and more, all while supporting families in need. Donations go directly to the Ronald McDonald House in Greenville. Come for the movie, stay for the mission. For more information, call the Ronald McDonald House at 252-847-5435 or check out our Facebook, RMHC ENC.
Greenville, are you ready for the biggest beauty event of the year? Beauty Bar Medi Spa Spring Extravaganza is coming soon. From March 24th to April 4th, get exclusive savings on Botox, fillers, skin bead, painless laser hair removal, advanced lasers, and more. Expert care, stunning results, a glow you'll love. This is your time to shine. Appointments fill up fast. Call at 252-752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com to book your free consultation today. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, where confidence begins.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brownie Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at browningwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. And you can shop their inventory. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates of Eastern North Carolina. And you can kick off the week every Monday with sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can enjoy acoustic nights on Thursday at Singo and karaoke. And, of course, every weekend they have the best live music. And ladies, you get in free all weekend long. For more information, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we will see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Chandler, how many days do you think you'll be at the Buck this weekend out of Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Over, under 1.5. I'm going to take the over.
Over.
You thinking Friday?
At least 2. I have a wedding to go to tomorrow.
Where at?
Anger.
Where's that?
That's a good question.
You don't know the answer?
Nope.
Anger.
I think it's near Raleigh. It's like 1 hour and 28 minutes. I'll go ahead and give a shout out to Elena Jackson and Garrett Smith, who are getting hitched tomorrow. And I am very excited to be there and see that.
Does the mother-in-law like the husband? Because if not, I was going to say sorry to Miss Jackson. Thanks for laughing at that, man. Appreciate you laughing at that. It's 1 hour and 38 minutes away, south of Raleigh, near Fuquay-Varina. So there you go. Okay. Have fun. Let's get to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Brian North, who joins us here on a Friday. Get you ready for your sports weekend. North, how you doing today, man?
Doing well, Clipper. Just, dealing with a lot of moving parts on this Friday with high school basketball playoffs, trying to get that stuff, coverage arranged. Got a youngin' that's not feeling well, so trying to balance that with mom's doctor's appointments. And so if you hear a terrorist in the background, that is what's going on.
All right. When real life and professional life intertwine, we understand that, certainly. Brian, I know we got Pitt County boys teams, Rose, Farmville Central in action. Who else you covering or following this weekend?
We got Washington County boys, the #1 seed in 1A out of Plymouth. And then we've got the 2 girls teams from Duplin County, the North Duplin 1A and the East Duplin girls on the road in Pittsboro in 2A. That's all we have left for female representation for high school basketball.
Looking forward to all the hoops this weekend, including conference tournament games going on, watching Arch Madness right now with the Missouri Valley Conference. Brian, other than the ACC tournament, have you covered any other conference tournaments during your time in your professional life?
Oh, yeah, Conference USA. Back in the day, I remember going up to Cincinnati and covering ECU playing up there. I've covered...
That was a short trip, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was a short trip, yeah. So yeah, and then the SoCon tournament, I was... Okay, yes, I can put it on you. That was back in my VMI days when I was with the VMI coaches show, and I went and covered it at the Greensboro Coliseum. And one of the best inbound plays from the opposite end of the court with 2 seconds to go to win a game that I've ever seen. I've always said if I could ever drop a play, I would do that one. ECU. Oh, yes, sorry. Your feet. Yes, I got it. Your feet need to be covered up, too. How dare I cover your feet? Yeah, okay.
This is a real glimpse into the life of Brian North here.
Long way? Gotcha. Can I just tell them about this play that was really cool that helped the MI department back in 1995 SoCon tournament? So they were down 1. I had to go the full length of the court, but they could throw the ball. You could move along the inbound for coming up with a basket. So one player was being guarded on the inbound. He threw it across under the basket, still out of bounds to another player.
Yeah.
So the guy who was guarding the inbounder went that way. The original inbounder went running down the court. The guy from out of bounds threw a lob. So the guy who originally started the play got to run into it, take 2 dribbles, and hit a 3-pointer to win it at the buzzer.
Nice.
It's just a brilliant play, and I always remember that. But yeah, that was my SoCon tournament experience.
Speaking of VMI, I had a trivia question this week about the NCAA scoring champion think it was Marcus Howard's birthday from Marquette. He won the scoring title in college basketball in 2020. There was a VMI player, Brian, that led the nation in points in back-to-back years, 07 and 08. Do you have any idea who that player was?
Is that Richard Williams, maybe? Was that the name?
Well, I think you're on the track, just got the name wrong. It's Reggie Williams, who is a current ECU basketball assistant coach.
Yeah.
28 points a game and then 27 points per game in 07 and 08. Played for the Charlotte Bobcats and currently on the ECU staff, which, Brian, they are playing some basketball right now. That was one of the more entertaining games I can recall at Minji's last night with all the dunks, the shot making, the fast breaks. It was a really fun win over Tulane.
And if you've been listening to the show all year, every Friday we talk about, it's about who gets hot at the end of the year that has a chance. And ECU, they've shown spurts all year, but now all of a sudden they seem like they're clicking at a little different level right now, a dangerous level where you go and get a road win at SAU Sunday, and then you go into that AAC tournament pretty hot. I don't know if anybody wants to play ECU, but either way, they got themselves a nice winning record, but maybe one of these postseason tournaments might take a look at them and see if they don't qualify for the NCAA tournament, one of these other tournaments may be interested in the Pirates, the way they're playing and how much fun they are to watch this year.
Going to finish anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on what happens this weekend in the regular season finales. Speaking of hot teams, Brian, North Carolina is hot, and they are now putting themselves in kind of a win-and-you're-in situation. Certainly if they beat Duke, that's going to go a long ways. Maybe if they lose that one, they'll have to do some work in the NCAA tournament, but they have put themselves in a pretty good spot here with the way they've been playing.
Yeah, I think perception is that they'll probably lose to Duke, but if they get at least one win in the ACC tournament, 2 would be great, would probably solidify them. They're on the bubble, but they're that name brand that if they're close, I think the committee will probably put them in. They've had some good close games to quality teams. They may not have had a lot of quality wins lately, but they're stacking wins at least. So I think it'll be hard to deny UNC unless there's a whole bunch of upsets in conference tournaments where their RPI or something hurts them. But I think right now, again, you lose to Duke, get one win at least in the ACC tournament, maybe 2, and I think they're in.
Brian, Wake may have played themselves out. Bad loss to Virginia. They got a lot of work to do. NC State not even making the ACC tournament. Not going to make the NCAA tournament. So you got Duke, maybe North Carolina. UNCW trying to win the CAA. They've had a great year. They are the 2 seed there, I believe, behind Towson. Up in D.C. High Point has a 27-year win year right now. They are off to the Big South semis after winning earlier today. You got UNC Asheville, trying to see how many teams from the state can make it in this year. But you've certainly got potential to get some of these schools in, especially Wilmington and High Point.
Yeah, of course, it helps if High Point wins its tournament. They're going to be one of those on the outside looking, probably just based on RPI and just, the conferences that don't get any respect. But if they can win, UNCW is probably going to be in that same position. They're going to have to win to get in. But either one of those, if they falter in their tournament, they'll definitely get an invite to one of the other tournaments.
And, Brian, you never know who you'll see when you flip on a college basketball game these days. And flipped on Indiana State yesterday. Former Farmville Central Jaguar Samaje Teal was playing in that game. Unfortunately, they lost by 1 point, and they are done. And then today, I have High Point on, and Bobby Pettiford was playing in the game, former Pirate, 2 former Eastern North Carolina guys. So with the transfer portal, man, you kind of lose sight of where these guys are and everything. But seen 2 Eastern North Carolina products in 2 straight days on TV.
Samaj Teal is quite the interesting story. He went to Winston-Salem State, helped them win a CIAA title, played there 2 years, went to Presbyterian, and then decided he wanted to give Division I basketball a shot. They welcomed him with open arms at Indiana State, and he was the Sycamores' leading scorer this year. In fact, Larry Bird's alma mater, he was all first team Missouri Valley Conference. So he had quite the season there in his one season of Division I basketball. So that's really cool to see Samaj have a good year. And then you had Josh Short, the other Farmville product, who was having a good season in New Orleans. He has not been in the lineup the last couple of weeks or so. I'm not sure if it was injury or something else, but that's 2 former Farmville guys who have had quite some good seasons so far here in college basketball.
Very cool. A lot of hoops going on this weekend. Some baseball as well. East Carolina welcome you in. Coastal Carolina and Brian Pirates coming off 3 straight wins now, including the midweek win over Gardner-Webb. And this will be a fun series. Glad we could get this one on the books with Coastal. They've been here for regionals. They are a chirpy bunch, play some fun baseball, and should be a great series this weekend.
Yeah, we talked about ECU. You know, they could stack some wins against teams that they were more evenly matched with, and then get back to some quality play once they get some confidence and see how they do. So another great litmus test this weekend. The Chants ranked 24th in the country in one poll. So it's you know, they're going to have a good Friday starter, so it'll be interesting to see how they do. But ECU's been good on the Saturday and Sunday games this year, so real curious how they stack up with Coastal early on, and but still, I consider it an early season game.
What an amazing performance by Brian North today with the daughter, with everything going on. North, we'll let you get back to it. We appreciate you joining us today, and hope everything's all right there. Going.
Yeah, really good. Taylor, great job of being quiet. I don't know how you did.
Yeah, great second half performance by Taylor today.
Well, you don't see the stink eye that I'm getting right now.
See you, North. I appreciate it, man.
All right, see you, Clifford.
Ryan North joining us on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. I am just reminded of one of my least favorite things that comes with March Madness. So you'll notice teams getting ready for the MVC tournament, guys on the bench wearing their T-shirts that say "Doubt Us," which is pretty cool. Doubt us. I dare you to doubt us. But then earlier today, I saw a team wearing the same shirts that said "Doubt us." And then later tonight, you'll see a team and they're wearing a shirt that says "Doubt us." It's not cool if everybody has the same damn shirt on that says "Doubt us" or "March into March" or "Why not us?" Lame. Hate it. Can't stand it.
I'm going to go to break with this question to you because I've had enough. I've waited too long. You're not going to notice my cut? All right.
You're not going to talk about my new hat? Okay. Back with you after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina, Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, they bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. For a healthier, happier you, visit Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Visit them today at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Arch Madness going on in St. Louis. Belmont up 7-2 on Illinois State on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
High C said so. Clip and Chandler, I don't know where Chandler parked, eventually made it out of Lower Minges. After I tweeted that I'd moved 7 feet in about 20 minutes in Lower Minges after the game last night, I got out of there.
I did not park in Lower Minges. I parked right behind the upper deck side of Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, and I basically could have walked home because I was in the very last row right before whatever drive that is there. But I got out pretty quickly, a lot quicker than you.
I wasn't necessarily complaining. I was just making an observation. If the Pirates win a game like that, I'm fine with sitting there all night.
When you tweeted that out, did you tweet it in your truck while waiting to get out?
Yeah.
Okay. I got out of the parking lot at Minges, went to overtimes. I'm in overtime.
Oh.
And then I walked in and went, it's too packed in here. So I went to the Buck. And by the time I got to the Buck, that's when you tweeted it out.
It was a long time.
I thought you waited to get home and tweet that out.
No.
And I was like, my God, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just did not move.
But you know why it took you so long? Because people are hyped about East Carolina basketball. And a lot of people were in Minges last night, and the crowd was great.
That and poor post-game traffic plans.
That is true.
Let's get to another interview. Danny Beal dropped by the Pirate Radio studios on Thursday.
DB.
So there's a little bit of talking about going into last night's basketball game, ECU Tulane. But talk some baseball as well with DB. Here's that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate pitcher, host of the Danny Beal Show, DB. Danny Beal is here in Studio C. How you doing, Danny?
What's going on, fellas? How are we?
Doing good. Got some basketball tonight and some Pirate baseball. Big series this weekend. Softball. A little shout out Shane Winkler coming off a win over Michigan here at home. That's pretty cool.
Max Joyner was at the stadium the other day too. That's pretty special.
Yeah, saw pictures of that, and good result for Coach Winkler and the team last night. So a lot going on. Looking forward to the weekend, but looking forward to tonight, Danny, as East Carolina's basketball team closing out the home part of their regular season before going to FAU and then the AAC tournament. But off a win against Charlotte, they'll try to get another one at home here. Looking for 3 in a row again.
Got to beat the Fighting Glory Glores.
Yes.
Excited.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. No, I'm excited. It's a special time, especially as March gets closer. You can feel it in the air, but the way they've been playing lately has been great. I mean, frosted tips are getting closer and closer, it seems, but I don't know. We'll see. But it's been fun to watch. RJ played great. Slow first half the other day, but picked it up in the second half and got the win.
Somebody told me ECU kind of has slow first halves. Trying to remember who that was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Under. First half, just saying.
Pirates, have you seen the line for tonight?
I have not.
Good. We'll play Guess the Line. Jared and I saw it last night, and I won't say what we were. What do you think it is?
Tulane 3.5.
Well, you're off by quite a bit.
ECU 7.5.
ECU, what is it? 3.5, 4.5? Yeah.
I guess they're playing well. I guess that makes sense. The only time I've ever paid attention to Tulane basketball is Corey's Twitter. So all he does is talk about how great they are. So I just assumed that they would be favorites.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. But hey, Pirates are hot. Come to Minji's.
Looking forward to that, and looking forward to the Chanticleers coming to town this weekend for some baseball as East Carolina will host Coastal Carolina. Before we get there, Corey, how about the marathon game? A lot of runs, a lot of everything going on the other night.
I actually have a stat that I was about to pull up because I was talking to Mike Mullis yesterday, actually, and we were talking about it because it was actually one of the crazier things I've ever seen regarding a baseball game, and I've seen a lot of crazy things, especially here. Between the two teams, contest featured 19 runs, 23 hits, 17 walks, 2 hit by pitches, 19 strikeouts, 15 pitchers, 2 errors, 7 wild pitches, 1 pass ball, 23 men left on base, 93 plate appearances, and 375 pitches thrown. I said that to Mully, and Mully goes, "That's a hell of a weekend."
That's pretty incredible, and saw some great performances. Irby, of course, is hitting the baseball, and Jake Hunter, man, how about what he's doing right now?
He's the man. We were texting quite a bit the past couple days, just talking about how good he's felt and how it's awesome to be back. I mean, he was 92-94 with a really good splitter the other night, and it was a lot of fastballs. And he even mentioned, he was like, they could swing it a little bit, and the fact that he was able to, as Coach G mentioned, like navigate the tight strike zone at a neutral site park with probably not a lot of fans on a weird night, but did a great job. Jake saved the rest of the staff. I mean, it was a classic ECU midweek where there's a lot of runs and a lot of pitchers used, so it was normal par for the course, but glad they pulled it out. Keep the win streak alive, get it to 3, and we'll face a ranked team this weekend that's coming off a loss in Chapel Hill, and hopefully we can take advantage and keep the bats rolling and the pitching the way it is.
Yeah, and hopefully Ethan Norby and the staff can continue to pitch the way they have. Ethan is winless on the year.
I was joking with him about that the other day. I was like, I think we'll win on Friday night this year. I don't know. We'll see.
That's just one of them things. I mean, the win-loss stat for a pitcher is one of the most unfair stats ever.
Useless.
Yeah. Like what that we brought it up with him the other day, but that doesn't bother you or a pitcher at all, right? Like, you know how you're doing individually.
Very few stats that I look at that determine like my mood of how I'm pitching. Like whether something's going right or wrong, like baseball is such a game of failure as it is. Like it doesn't really matter. Like internally, I know whether like you could even make a bad pitch and somebody swing and miss, or get the
Right.
result you want, where it's like, I know I didn't do my job the way I wanted to, but the result was still good. And then on the flip side, you can make a really good pitch and they hit a blooper and run score, but it's like, internally, and your coaches know and your teammates know whether you're playing good or not. It's not really a stat-based game, and then stats are for fans anyway. It's not really a big deal.
I remember asking you and Groves and the guys, like, I asked how many, like, what percentage of your home runs allowed are on you, and you said it's damn near 100. Like, it's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'll give AK crap and say some of it's on pitch calling, like bust his balls, but no, it's there have been more often than not. I very rarely have There's one that I can remember. That's the only time that I've ever been like, that was not my fault. And it was like, it's just one of those things where you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay for it.
Yeah. Some great pitching on the weekend from the Pirates, from Ethan, from the youngster, from a lot of folks. So who are you excited to see this weekend, Danny, coming out of the bullpen or starting for ECU?
Ethan's been nails.
Yeah.
Both Ethans, actually. They put a stat out talking about Sean, Ethan, and Brad with how great they've been. I'm excited to see Lance at a bigger capacity. Obviously, he's got very special stuff and a great mentality and good head on his shoulders. But he's been great as well, and they've got kind of those three guys out of the bullpen that have really been solid for them with Ethan and Brad and Lance. I'm looking for D'Lo to hopefully come into his own.
Yeah.
I was talking to him the other day, and he's in a good headspace, so hopefully he can turn it on here. And again, like it's March. We got a long road ahead, and obviously we're determining roles as a staff, or I say us, but as a staff, they're determining roles for certain pitchers, and guys are finding their own in their lineup and stuff. And obviously, Irby has solidified himself. Dixon has solidified himself. I mean, Dixon, it felt like a week ago, was sitting in the hundreds, and now he's hitting like 310. So it's a quick turnaround for those guys. I'm glad everything's turned around, but trying to keep the guys in the bullpen fresh and using those guys as they see fit.
The Chanticleers, this is stereotyping, but I would say historically they like to do some talking and chirping. And this is the first 3-game series for these teams in a while, if not ever. I don't know, but
ever.
I got to imagine by Sunday these guys probably won't like each other and should make for some entertaining baseball because a few of these Pirate players like to talk a little bit too. I mean, I think from that standpoint, it's going to be an entertaining series. What do you think?
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, it was when we played them in 22. It was something that we and the fans wanted because they have a great park and a great fan base down there too. And we were, whether it was like a home and home and whatever it was, but we figured out a way to get a series done, which is pretty cool. And they've been storied program, and with a new coach, they're still ranked, which is cool. But I mean, they have a guy on their team who was a freshman 2 years ago. I believe he was in Dixon's class, who's playing for them now, who's playing really well. Colby Thorndike, who will be interesting to see his homecoming. But yeah, they love to talk, and as some of the alumni have noticed, we like to chirp a little bit more than we've been used to as well, which is interesting, and teach their own, but it's working for them. So if they can perform while doing that, then so be it. But I'm happy that they're having fun out there and doing their thing, and it'll be interesting because, like you said, they're predominantly known for talking. So we'll see how it translates, and I'm sure Coach G will tell them the whole stay on us stuff, which is the way it should be. So,
Danny, you said the phrase earlier, this is March, and very excited for what's going on right now with the conference tournaments. We're wrapping up the regular season here for some of the bigger conferences, but I don't know, do you have any off-the-radar teams you're looking at for when your bracket comes out that you're going to ride? Or I guess anybody outside of the Duke, Auburn, Bama, Houston, the outside of those.
I think Tennessee's frauds. I don't think they're very good. It's crazy to say that, but I don't think they're very good.
I've fallen into that trap from Tennessee in the past.
I was saying that last night, even before they lost. Like I do not think Tennessee's good. Like they can play defense, and it's just a roller coaster. I do think that if Carolina beats Duke on Saturday, that they are a team that nobody wants to play. They've won 6 in a row. They're playing very, 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 very well. They're averaging 91 a game. And it's like, I also think Florida, after last night going into somebody else's barn on senior night and taking care of Mark Shears.
That was an impressive win.
It was very, very eye-opening as to the way that they're going to be in March with how often they can score the basketball for sure.
I kind of like when guys become heroes and then villains and then kind of the hero again. I don't know if this fits, but I want to see St. John's do something.
Dude, me too. I want Rick Pitino.
I hate that I'm pulling for Pitino, but
Johnnies.
Yeah.
I think UConn's going to be good too. They just have they don't have the bigs, but they have Caravan and what?
Well, last night Bone pointed out that he said, "Is this the system?" Ranked Marquette underdogs at UConn. We had to take UConn, and we did, and they won. We also talked about them a lot on the show yesterday. I was kind of half joking about, hey, should we take UConn to win it all again? And
it's a good value. I mean,
intern will.
They'll be
They stink. They're
yeah, all right, tough guy. They're an 8 or 9. They'll be an 8 or 9 seed.
Yeah,
I mean they'll be a good team. I mean they've got Caravan still. They've got obviously Hurley, who's great. But I agree. The one team out of the Big East that I'm looking forward to is Rick Pitino and the Johnnies.
Man, that's going to be fun to follow them. How about them at MSG for the Big East tournament? That's
Oh
be fun
my gosh,
next week.
it's going to be fired up.
Yeah,
it's cool because I don't think when's the last time Pitino was in the tournament? Was it Louisville?
Did Iona go?
I
think he got there with Iona, I believe.
Okay, well that doesn't really count. I mean it counts, but like, come on.
Yeah,
they were never going to do anything. But I think it's cool that he's at a top program now and propelling them. And even a couple years ago, I saw a quote the other day where he said he's like, I'm going to take St. John's and bring him back, which is awesome, dude. He's calling a shot.
I think the taking out any kind of loyalties or anything, the Big East tournament might be my favorite just because MSG and
Cardiac Kappa.
Yeah, great moments, stuff like that. Yeah. But looking forward to all of that going on, including where ECU lands. Where are you going to be next week? In town, out of town?
I will be here next week for most of the week. Probably.
Next Thursday?
I will be here next Thursday.
Okay, we might be here watching the AAC tournament, East Carolina.
I'll be in studio then.
Do you want to hang?
Let's do it.
Because
are the Diamond Pirates at home next weekend? I don't know. I would assume so.
Anything out Bone? There you go.
All right, yeah, I'll be here then. Yep, cool.
All right, anything else you're following in sports right now, DB? Any Pat's news going on?
No, I've come to give Trey some crap just because of the fact that there are rumors now that A.J. Brown actually might be coming to the Patriots. Him and Milton Williams were two of our biggest targets, I guess, going into the offseason. And
so what's Brown's deal? Would he be a trade?
Yeah, he'd be a trade because he's a free agent after this following season. But I don't know. The cuts have been crazy. Like the Chargers cut Bosa. They cut Slay, and the Eagles cut Slay and another defensive back. I can't remember. It was Bradbury, I believe. But no, it's just
Lockett's not surprising just because of his age in Seattle. But then
800 years
DK immediately requesting a trade.
I was joking with a buddy of mine last night. I'm like, no kidding, he requested a trade. He's losing his veteran guy that he's with, and he doesn't have a quarterback. And he's like, Geno? And I'm like, you don't mean that. Like, Geno's not a – come on. Seriously.
Geno had a fun –
do they even have a head coach?
Fun ride. They got the McDonald guy, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought – no, the offensive coordinator left. That's what I was thinking of because he left to go to Alabama.
All right.
But Cena, that was wild. That set Twitter ablaze. And Big Dog's Twitter was ablaze as well.
Love a good heel turn, face turn. And my thing is, like, it's cool, but how much is Cena going to be around? Like, are we going to see him, to use a pun, or –
I don't know, because there was a clip that came out in probably 2018 where they were talking about he was talking about 2012 when it was supposed to be his initial heel turn, how he had like a new outfit, a new remix for his intro music, all this stuff planned out, and it just never came to fruition just because of, I guess, Vince calling the shots. But now it's like he's like excited, like he's like pumped to be a heel now. But it's I don't know, it's just weird because it's his last year. Like all the Make-A-Wish stuff is weird. I saw your Twitter. Your Twitter was on fire.
Bone's fired up.
Yeah, but no, I mean it's
I know a lot of people are crapping on The Rock these days, but I did like his. I've never seen anybody do the.
Yeah, I don't know what the
flamboyant
the flick
with
was,
the
but
flick. But
I don't know. I can't take The Rock serious. Just so, like all the movies and stuff, I'm like, you're not real. Like I know you're just so full of it. That's not.
Oh, somebody said this in his contract where he like can't get beat up in movies or something. Like he always has to win.
Oh my god!
So,
of course he does. That's such a Rock thing to do. But no,
it's a work, brother.
It's weird how Cody's like the face now, though. Like, everybody's like Cody. I'm like, I don't know.
Good job, WWE. I was
they're doing
surprised.
it.
So that was cool.
Shout out Hunter for pulling the trigger.
All right, DB. Heard there might be some more Danny Beal show on the way. So
working on setting that up right now. We got sponsors and stuff, getting that all narrowed down, and hopefully over the next couple weeks, by the end of the month, maybe into April a little bit, we'll have some new episodes for you guys rolling out. So hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. No
problem.
Us, Friday edition, Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. Coming up, hour 2, got some NFL talk with Tony Dunn and Alex Harper, continuing to narrow down his favorite NFL team. We got that and more on the way. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
I'm Morgan Ahlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about what you do from a sales and service standpoint.
We just see what everybody's circumstances are. Everybody's different. Credit scores are different. Lenders look for a lot of particulars, and we're here to help you. We try to offer a quality product, and we're here for you service-wise down the road, and we want to give you the discounts we like to offer our hometown people here and our family.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Come celebrate 20 years of great food and good times at Down on Main Street in Washington on Saturday, March 8th. We're throwing our biggest anniversary bash yet. Join us for amazing drink specials, a mouth-watering food truck, and live music all day long. The party kicks off at 11 a.m. with Roy Stewart taking the stage at 3:30, followed by Dakota Blue at 7 p.m. It's a day you don't want to miss. 20 years of great memories, even greater flavors, and you're invited. Come down and party with us at Down on Main Street in Washington, Saturday, March 8th. See you there.
Hey O's fans, Birdland memberships are on sale now for the 2025 season. Become a Birdland member and enjoy the best way to watch Orioles baseball. Choose from either reserved or flex plans, with reserved allowing you to guarantee seats for each game in your plan, while flex provides the flexibility to choose your games and seats when you want. Plus, receive special benefits like discounts on concessions and merch, a flexible ticket exchange policy, and access to Birdland rewards. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/memberships.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Shirley Rhodes, intern Logan, Chan Man, Honey Can. Chandler, have I ever had my sister on the show?
Your sister?
Have you ever met my sister?
I don't think I've ever met your sister. Wait.
Let's go find your sister.
Let's go find your sister.
I want to call her real quick. I will tell you why in a moment if she answers. Let's see if my sister will answer.
Jana?
Jana.
Jana.
Yeah.
Humbles.
Jana. She better answer.
Wait, why are you having her on the show?
Well, I'll tell you in a moment.
Is it because of me?
No.
Oh.
Not everything's about you, dude.
Let's go find your sister.
Your call has been forwarded.
Wow.
The person you're trying to
Sister not answering the phone.
Sister act.
How about that? Tony Dunn answered the phone.
How about this? Ethan Norby, strikeout to lead off the game.
Struck him out. Tony Dunn joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. What's up, Tony?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Doing good. Good to see you last night and one of your daughters at Minji's Coliseum. Tony came and sat with us in 213 and seemed to enjoy himself. You picked a good one to go to last night, Tony.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Good crowd for, in comparison historically, like how the crowds have been. The team looks great. It's fun watching, man. A good finish there with that windmill dunk.
No doubt. A windmill. We saw a couple of alleys, a breakaway by Jay Shane. So the Pirates did a lot to entertain the crowd in Minji's Coliseum last night. Last home game of the season. They'll be on the road at FAU. They will be on the road to Texas next week for the AAC tournament. And the Pirates could be 4th, 5th, or 6th in that tournament, depending on what happens this weekend. So still a chance for a double bye. Tony, hang on 1 second. I'm getting a call from my sister. Let me get her on the air. Hey, Jana, you're live on the air. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Have you ever been on this show?
No, I have not.
This is a first. The reason I called you was because remember back in the day, I'd put you in wrestling moves and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do.
So remember the move where I'd put you up on my shoulders?
Yeah, I do.
That was the Torture Rack by Lex Luger, and today he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, so I thought about you.
Oh, well, that was so nice of you to think about me.
All right, I went by Mom and Dad's and dropped off an autographed Rahjai Harris card for you this week.
Oh, thank you. That is so kind.
So next time you go over there, you can get that.
Thank you for that sweet gift.
You're really talking nice. You're welcome, Jana. We have
I want everybody to know how nice I am.
we have a good relationship now, better than we did growing up. I might have been kind of mean. I was kind of mean to her.
How about the signature rack move that you used to do with me too?
That's the move, the rack.
And the figure 4. How about that one?
That was a good move as well. I had to make sure the moves were good in case I got in a real wrestling match. I had to practice on something. Yeah. Chandler, you got any questions for Jana?
There was a story about your sister, like going to basketball games and maybe like a shirt or something.
Yeah. See, we're having such a nice moment. No need to ruin it by telling people how Jana went to a basketball game and I guess was using the mirror to make her shirt. So instead of saying ECU, her shirt said UC3.
Yeah, and he made fun of me for the way I would pronounce the player's name.
Yeah, I used to tell Jana to read my fantasy baseball lineups because she couldn't read the names right. But we love you, Jana, and you're awesome, and thank you for being on the show today.
Oh, you're so welcome. Y'all have a great evening.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you too.
All right, bye.
She sounds like AI.
She was putting
Y'all have a great evening.
She was putting on a fake nice voice. She is nice.
She's a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to teachers out there.
Hey, shout out to all the teachers, man.
My mom was a teacher for 20 plus years.
Sorry, Tony. I had to talk to Jana real quick.
It's all right. I got shout out just then.
Oh, yeah, you did. Shout out to Tony.
Shout out to Tony.
The professor.
The professor.
My godson.
Oh, my, the professor.
All right, Tony.
Doctor.
Oh, doctor. We'll talk a little NFL. Big name cuts continuing to go around the league. We talked about Shaq Thompson with you last week from a Panthers perspective. From a Commanders standpoint today, Jonathan Allen getting cut. He will be sought after at the defensive tackle position. Joey Bosa, monster name out there as far as a cut. Evan Ingram yesterday. So I don't know, any of these guys you've seen cut tickle your fancy for the Panthers? What are the positions of need and any players fitting that role right now?
Well, I mean, Jonathan Allen seems like a great fit right away. The Carolina Panthers haven't been tough up the middle. They could use somebody to be beside Derek Brown, so like that name. I mean, look, is at this point, this is the point of the year where every single player seems like they would be great on your team. Evan Ingram, I mean, they haven't had a pass catching tight end in forever, so that could be cool. Has Trey Hendrickson been cut yet, or is that just rumored?
The Browns?
No, Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson has been in the news. He has been granted permission to seek a trade, so he's not been cut yet.
Okay, so, is that there's an opportunity there. The Panthers have to do a lot of work. They've talked about this. Dan Morgan discussed this, is that free agency, they're going to be active in free agency. They've got a decent chunk of change to work with, and you can expect them to go and replicate what they did with the offensive line last year on the defensive side of the ball. There's just too many holes for them to just get a couple of, have a couple of, mid-level names in free agency and then try to do it through the draft. So you're going to look for a splash move by the Panthers, or at least seeing them active on day 2 of free agency. But it's kind of a wait and see because, I mean, they need a linebacker, they need a safety, they need an edge rusher, and they need a defensive tackle. So there's plenty to work with, and we'll be excited to make some good additions to a terrible defense.
Going to the offensive side of the ball, a lot of defensive talk there, Tony, but going to the offensive side of the ball, we get Xavier Legette last year. We sneak into the first round to get him. Adam Thielen, he's 33 years old, but still has a lot left in the tank. Jalen Coker, undrafted free agent last year, but stepped onto the scene in a big way. Does the Panthers go after anybody in the receiver market? I'm seeing some word that maybe DK Metcalf, who was just released by the or is he seeking a trade from the Seattle Seahawks?
He's asking to be traded.
That the Panthers
Lockett
might be
got
in the mix.
released.
Yeah. And then Lockett's also been a guy that's been named. Is a receiver something that we might go after too?
I don't expect us to go big name on the receiver bunch. They might get look, they're right now, I read that DK Metcalf, that the Seattle Seahawks are asking for a first and a third. And I can't expect the Panthers to give up an 8 pick overall and a third and then sign DK to a $30 million deal when there's just so many other needs on the team. Some people clip me and names. Darius Slayton from the Giants.
Yes. No.
Wow, I got one right. No,
Darius Slayton is
a linebacker, right?
Darius. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of Darius Slay. Darius Slayton is correct. Yeah, wide receiver.
Okay, holy cow, I got one right. No. You know what? You could just tell me no every time, and I would think I was wrong.
No.
But You're talking a guy that is, been in the league, been on a poor team, got some talent.
Is young.
But,
Ish.
kind of an undersized type player. But to me, it's like one of those additions. Think back to when the Panthers were not a terrible team. And this might not be the best analogy, but like Jericho Cotry, if you get a guy who's a good player, but is not like the elite realm of players that could come in and pad the room, brings, veteran presence, or at least, give you another body that you can work with. I think the Panthers really going to have to work with what they got for the most part in the on the wide receiver room, making a mid-level addition like that. The name, though, that would be the most exciting to go and get in free agency for any team, particularly the Panthers, is Chris Godwin. But that's going to be. I mean, he is coming off the injury, an injury-ridden season. He's kind of dealt with some different things, but that guy can do everything. That would be my first pick when it came to a wide receiver in free agency.
Jarrett this week brought up a question: what former player of your team that is still currently playing in the league would you want back? And Trent Williams was an answer for me, but I went Montez Sweat just because of age. I think Trent Williams still a good player, but certainly getting older. How about you, Tony? I mean, McCaffrey, but he's been hurt, so you might not want to. Who would be your guy?
DJ Moore?
I got it. No, I got it, and it actually could happen. Hassan Reddick.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He likes to bounce around.
Yes. Shockingly enough that he bounces around because he's a hell of an edge rusher.
He just gets 1-year deals, right?
Well, he got a good deal with the Jets. With the Eagles. He got a multi-year deal with the Eagles, but then I think they traded him away to the Jets.
And he doesn't want to be there.
And he sat out, and they didn't budge. So, I mean, he's going to be gone. And, I mean, that guy, even if it's just for a year, I mean, he's putting up 10-plus sacks every year, and the Panthers could use that presence.
Hassan Reddick went to what AAC school? Clip Rock.
Temple. He is Temple tough.
And I heard Temple's in Philadelphia just last night.
Really?
Can I tell you? Can I say what you asked me, Tony?
Here's the thing: you can, but I got to caveat it with this. Is my daughter said is the team that I asked? She said, "Are they from Philadelphia?" And I was like, yeah. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, Tony asked me. He's like, Tulane's in Philadelphia, right? And I was like, nah, they're in New Orleans. And he said, well, who am I thinking of? And I said Temple. So, hey, Temple, Tulane, Tulsa, they get a little confusing. I understand.
Carolina Panther great, Tony.
Big Wave. I don't know any of those things.
2 Carolina Panther greats, Tony. P.J. Walker and Robbie Anderson, both Temple alums.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All Matt Rule days.
Yeah.
And Matt Rule, another Carolina Panther great.
I want to say that, and this is just off news, is because we get callers into our show at in the dead time talking about whatever they can. And we have one caller that comes in and talks about European football, and he's become a Rahjai Panther fan. They're in Poland, I think, or Poland. And I heard that Matt Corral was fighting for a starting job with the Rahjai Panthers.
I think Matt Corral's in the UFL.
Yeah.
Right now, currently.
Went to the Patriots.
Maybe he's playing in like 8 different leagues. He's just playing year round.
Well, he was. I mean, when do they start back? Are they back?
March 29th, 4 o'clock.
Ahlers, just started his camp work there in Arlington.
Thanks to James Baker. I know March 29th, 4 o'clock. Hopefully, Holton Ahlers and crew will be kicking off.
Tony, trivia question. This NFL Coach of the Year in 2012 and 2014 coached at Temple back in the 80s.
Ooh, 2012 and Pete Carroll?
Bruce Arians.
Okay.
Bruce Arians was the head coach.
I knew Pete Carroll was USC, but wasn't he with the Jets originally?
Yeah.
Bruce Arians. So I guess that would have been 2012. What were they get? Who they have at quarterback?
So he won one of those as an interim, right? He was with the Colts.
Was it the Colts?
I think. Yeah, he was 2012 offensive coordinator, interim head coach, and he won it there, and then he won it again with the Cardinals.
And I can't remember what the quarterback was the guy from Cincinnati.
Carson Palmer?
Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2012, of course, Andrew Luck was a rookie with the Colts. All right, Tony, we will let you run. We'll have some free agency stuff going on next week, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, I'm ready for it, man.
All right, Tony. Thanks, man.
Great to see you last night, Tony.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
All right, there is Tony Dunn, C3 Podcast, joining us, talking some football. We'll have more football talk when we return. Alex Harper joined us earlier to knock off 2 more teams. Chandler doesn't even know who he knocked off.
I don't.
So this will be a surprise to you when we return. Pirate Radio Live, ECU, and Coastal heading to inning number 2 scoreless. Correct?
Yes.
All right. We'll have updates on that as we roll on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Petey Pablo in the house with the Pirate Nation, and we about to raise up one time. Turn me up.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99. On Thursdays is half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Norbs.
He's a bad man.
He's locked in, baby. I guess the chat is ahead.
6 up, 6 down, 6 strikeouts for Ethan Norby. Cruising right now, 0-0 as the Pirates will bat in the bottom of the second.
Thanks for the heads up, Jamie. I have a new pet peeve, by the way. When people drive out the wrong way of the UB parking lot.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Do we need more signage? Do we need somebody standing out there? What do we need?
I think we need Chad from UBE to stand out there all day long.
Yeah. Did you yell at him?
No.
Did you throw anything in the car?
I didn't yell at him, but you know what? I gave him a death stare.
Good. You got to be careful, man. People have road rage. You never know. You never know what's going on. Chandler got a little crazy on the internets last night.
I did.
Finally blanked on that guy, that Mark guy.
That idiot.
Yeah.
God, I hate that guy. I usually don't say that about people on the air.
I can't believe it's a real person. He tweets like a fake troll burner account, but it's a real person.
He's like a bot, but he's a real person.
It's crazy because the way he tweets, he ends every tweet with a question mark.
With a question mark.
Like it's crazy. Maybe he's the first like AI human, and it's kind of gone wrong. Something went a little wonky with it. But Chandler going for the trout last night.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he makes me sick.
I can't even say what Chandler said. It's that bad. You'll have to go look at it yourself online. Jamie says I was proud of Chon for that tweet.
And somebody said, and y'all suck this year? I guess he's talking about Carolina because he's wearing a Carolina jersey in his profile picture.
We don't need to read all this guy's tweets.
Well, just an example of the question marks. He says, you're just jealous since ECU basketball is always weak. I get it.
It doesn't make sense. Ending every sentence with a question mark.
I get it.
What if we actually talk like that? Wait, that was a question. ECU tied with Coastal Carolina in the second inning?
This is for you, whatever you are.
All right, let's get to Alex Harper, the hard-working man, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live in Studio C to knock off 2 more teams from his NFL big board.
All right. Time to cross off some more teams. Alex Harper has joined us. The hard-working man is back. Former ECU long snapper, now with WNTT Channel 9, and the PA voice of the Pitt Community College Bulldogs baseball team. Alex, how you doing, man?
I'm great, Clip.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I love coming here, man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you love me. But
well, I love you,
close.
too. I love all you guys, man. This is the highlight of my week.
We got J-Bone here, too. What's up, Jarrett?
Yep.
It's, man, busy time in the NFL, which is crazy to say, but Jonathan Allen cut. We're seeing some big names cut across
Joey
the
Bosa.
NFL. Bosa will we'll get some free agency going next week. So exciting stuff.
So Joey Bosa getting cut was insane, and I did a piece on that for the website. But I was like,
nice plug.
Yeah, have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the thought process behind cutting him? I mean, isn't he like one of their best players?
Yeah, I mean, money is really the answer to all these things.
It's the part of sports I don't like. Not that I don't want these guys to get paid, but I just don't like following contracts and money and years. And now that is creeping into college sports, and we'll talk about it on Pirate Radio Live with the revenue sharing. But like, I want my team to keep every guy they draft. Like, but it's impossible to do that. I think there should be, and maybe there is, but some kind of hometown discount where if you hit a good draft, you should be able to pay a guy what other teams can pay him, and it won't be a penalty against your salary cap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you should be rewarded for good drafting.
So I know, like in the NBA and the NHL, I don't know if it's the same in the NFL, so you guys can educate me on it. But like, if a guy is, at the end of his contract, the team that he got drafted by is the only team that can offer him like the supermax or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So like in the NHL, if you draft a guy and you're the only team that can offer him 8 years, everyone else can only offer him 7. Is that something that's in the NFL too?
I guess the franchise tag would be a little
Right,
bit like
but
that.
that's not a long-term thing.
Yeah, that just extends the window of
Yeah.
your negotiation.
I wish we could figure out a way to, like, again, reward great drafting and,
Yeah.
and keep guys on your team. But it's all financial for the most part. So, all right, Alex, your journey to finding a favorite team has brought us to now 24 teams. Just to recap, Alex Harper has crossed off
The Dallas Cowboys, Washington Commanders, Carolina Panthers, Arizona Cardinals, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, 8 down, 24 to go. Today we're going to knock out 2 teams. And once again, this will all come to a crescendo coming up on draft night.
That's correct.
Alex Harper will determine his favorite NFL team, not just for this year, but for the rest of his life.
For life.
All right, are we going like one NFC, one AFC, or what do we got today? We're going 2 teams.
We do have one NFC, one AFC, although I didn't plan it out that way.
Well, I like that's kind of how it's going. It doesn't have to go that way, but right now we got an even number.
I'm trying my best to do it like evenly based on divisions and
How many divisions are like no team is eliminated?
3 divisions.
3 divisions. What are those divisions?
One in the NFC and 2 in the AFC. I don't know.
We're still
Name of
educating him on the divisions.
Just give me one team from each of those divisions. and I'll tell you.
The Packers in the
That's
NFC.
NFC North.
The Steelers in the AFC.
AFC North.
And the Colts in the AFC.
The AFC South.
Okay.
All right, so let's knock off a team.
All right, first team that's getting eliminated today is the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
Interesting.
Sorry, Patrick Mason.
Because we'll get into the reasons why, but I would think if I was joining a team, I would want to get in somewhat on the ground floor, exciting young quarterback. They do have those 2 things going for them.
Yeah, starting to build that offensive line.
New head coach.
Getting a little serious.
Yeah, so my pros for this was they do have a new coach, so it's like a new era. Something to look forward to. Future's exciting. But that's it. Caleb Williams was one of my cons. I hate that dude.
So that's personal, not like anything you've seen on the field.
Yeah, no.
Now, is that
I don't
because of the nails and stuff?
It's just, I think he whines way too much for him to be like my franchise quarterback.
Well, what do they say? He's the first Gen Z quarterback. Is that the right thing?
I'll add a pro, which could also be a con. They are one of the NFL's like most historical franchises, right?
Yeah,
but
and they haven't done nothing.
Exactly. So it's I think it's in both categories.
So
It's
that's
like,
another con is they haven't done anything since the 80s because I always hear people talking about the 85 Bears.
They have one Super Bowl, right? And that was Mike Ditka.
And they're like one of the first NFL teams.
Right.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. Yeah, but also I don't know whose idea it was to draft a quarterback who ran the air raid spread offense in college and have him play in the city with probably the worst weather possible.
Yeah,
outside of Buffalo and Green Bay.
Tough.
Well,
So I don't-
Ryan Poles built this team like it's Madden, like a heavy pass team, and then
Yeah, They bring in Caleb Williams, and they brought in Keenan Allen, drafted a Dunn.
Yeah. They have DJ Moore.
The previous year brought in DJ Moore, right?
Yeah, they didn't really put too much emphasis on the run game there, but I think that's going to change this year.
Yeah, I also have their stadium is ugly. I don't care that it's historic. Is what I
Yeah,
wrote.
they did a renovation.
I think
It
they're
looks
building a new one.
Weird. Yeah.
In
I think
Arlington.
they are.
It's kind of ugly
It looked
looking.
at Arlington Park.
Well, see, this is one of those situations like some things you can never make people happy.
Yeah.
I said the stadium was ugly. I'm very upset they're building a new stadium. Like, you played in that stadium for that long, the franchise needs to die in that stadium.
Soldier Field's such a cool name for a stadium.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It just looks hideous.
I do feel like you're going to watch this team this season, and it's going to be like, dang, I should have picked them.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're
I
going
don't know. We'll see.
Like the uniforms because they are classic. What do you
Mhm.
think about the colors and uniforms?
The colors are like okay, like the Broncos have the same color scheme, so like it's not super unique. The logo is boring. I know it's like historic. It just looks like the Cincinnati Reds logo, and I don't know the uniforms are okay. I don't understand what are the initials that they have on their shoulders.
Is it
the
Palace?
It's like GSH,
George
I
Palace
think.
is what old owner and coach and
Yeah.
founder and all that.
Is he
man.
dead?
Has to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Virginia McCaskey just died.
Rest in peace, brother.
She was 104.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't an owner. Maybe it was coach and whatever. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know the history. I like to factor in cool old player jerseys you can wear. I think the Bears, the first one I thought it was Devin Hester, which would be a cool jersey.
yeah,
But,
Mike Ditka won.
Even going back to Walter Payton or Refrigerator Perry, like they've got some
yeah.
cool old jerseys. you can
Ron
wear.
Rivera.
A Ron Rivera Bears jersey. I
All
wonder
right.
if that's ever been worn in a frat house before.
The Bears are out. I would say much like the Redskins and now Commanders were not a cool team to root for. Jaden Daniels is changing that. The Bears is not a real cool team. I think people that like the Bears are from that area.
Yeah.
And
They're
they
all-
don't have a ton of outside fans.
Yeah, all from. Is it the Midwest? Yeah. All right.
All right, so Bears out. Anything else on the Bears, J-Bone, before we move on?
No.
Alex?
No.
Pros, cons, hit?
I think they're heading in the right direction. That's about
Maybe.
the end of
But so are what? Everybody else in their division?
I think the Lions.
That's a tough
are-
division.
I think the Lions taking a step back.
They're still gonna be good.
Vikings taking a step back.
They might not be as good. And then Packers are always good.
Yeah,
I heard the Packers are on the way up.
They're
Jordan Love is
kinda
okay,
always
I
up.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're good. It's a
All
tough
right.
division.
Moving on
To the AFC.
to the AFC, where we will be eliminating the Cleveland Browns.
Surprised it took this long.
And boy, similar to the Bears. Classic team, not a lot of winning.
Yeah,
This
not
one
much
not
going
really
on. So for the Browns, my pros, the all white uniforms are pretty cool.
Okay.
I do like the all whites, and I do like Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Nick
gone.
Chubb is an awesome running back, and I liked him when he was in that absolutely loaded running back room at Georgia. And what was it, like Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, and
Sony
DeAndre
Michel.
Swift?
Was Swift there too? I don't know.
Or something. There was like 3 like starting NFL running backs in the Georgia running back room at one time, so that was pretty cool.
What did you say?
I mean, these Browns are pretty new. The old Browns went to Baltimore. They're the Ravens now.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Like that was not on my list, but like you're not actually the Browns.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens are the Browns. Like
What a
you should have done
punch
something.
in the nards that you suffer so long. Team moves to Baltimore and wins a Super Bowl.
Not too far after moving.
Yeah, like
What they move in '96?
4 years later.
Yeah.
They win a Super Bowl. That is
Really? It was that
Well,
recent?
they moved to
Yeah.
Baltimore, and then they get Ed Reed, they get Ray Lewis. I mean,
Yep.
they built it
They
up
went
pretty
in
nice.
2000.
Dang.
Yeah, 2000.
Did they get a
against
new
the Giants.
owner or new GM or something? Like what happened? Or they just figure it out?
I think
Dude, I
those-
think Ozzie Newsome was with them. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know completely, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If we have any Browns fans listening to this, they should probably cover their ears because I have so many cons. It's unbelievable.
Try to keep that board down.
Yeah, my bad. They play in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's so.
Cleveland is a horrible city.
Sports and really just all happiness goes to die.
I mean, they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
which is lame.
Yeah.
Eminem is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We've talked about
we've
this on
done
the
this
radio
before.
before. It's a dumb Hall of Fame. The Deshaun Watson is the worst decision / contract I have ever seen in the history of pro sports.
I think that is now got kind of an opponent with the Luka trade, but it's still terrible.
That's true. That's true. At least like with the Luka trade, you're still just paying him like his contract. You didn't go get a criminal off the
Yeah,
streets
he didn't have all those.
and make him the highest paid player.
Yeah, what
in
was the
history
complaint
of
with
the league.
Luka? He drinks too much and smokes hookah.
Like, don't we all?
Deshaun Watson's complaints were like he forcefully did sexual acts.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a stooge. This is intertwined with my last point, but how they did Baker Mayfield was so wrong.
Yeah.
You're a big Baker Mayfield fan.
I do like Baker Mayfield a lot, but they did my boy wrong. And if they did, treat him that way on the way out to go get like, I don't know, a top 10 quarterback in the league, it's like, okay, well, you're trying to better your team.
Well,
this was not even trying to better your team. This looked like a hit piece on its own franchise.
At the time, he was a top 10 quarterback. Some would argue top 5. Deshaun Watson. Like, he played very well in Houston.
He was gone for
He
a
threw
year,
5,000 yards. I mean, I get it was like a 5-win team.
The stuff going on.
But, I mean, the whole point was like, well, we can deal with that. I mean,
yeah,
because he's a good quarterback.
And there was a time where he was a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Well, I think we have an idea.
Can you be over massaged? Like we talked to Rahjai yesterday.
Yeah.
Rahjai was on his way to get a massage. He's taking care of his body, working out. Is there such thing as like being too relaxed?
Yeah,
Maybe
get,
he got
get a little too loose.
Well, you can overstretch.
Right.
Like, you can stretch for too long. So,
Yeah.
Or
there's
maybe
that.
those massages got taken away from him.
the ones he was getting when
Yeah.
he was a top 10 quarterback. I don't know.
Browns are out.
Talking about some groundbreaking stuff here.
Yeah.
For the pros, I had Nick Chubb. Some people might be asking, what about Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is awesome, but he wants to leave. Didn't he request a trade?
Yeah, and Nick Chubb's on the way out too.
Oh,
they're not bringing him back.
Did you see today? That
Wait, they're choosing not to bring him back?
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of understand that you don't want to pay a guy.
What
who's
are they
had
doing?
That many leg injuries, that kind of money.
He's not going to be back this year?
He's
Nick
not
Chubb's going to be available?
I think he'll be available.
Did you see Myles Garrett requested a meeting with the owner, and the owner said no?
What are we doing?
What a bum franchise.
I saw that article today. or that
I'm really
headline.
surprised it took you this long.
I was
to eliminate the
I was
Browns.
just about to bring that up. You said you were shocked that I had Cleveland lasting this long, and I didn't even really think about it. But now I'm mad at myself.
I
Like,
mean,
they should have been the first ones gone. This
Like,
is ridiculous.
You eliminated the Chiefs before you eliminated the Browns.
This is so bad, dude. Yo, my bad. Another con, they have brown in their color scheme.
But their name's the Browns. Yeah, it's
Yes, but you're
It's
not
just
the
awful.
Browns. You had the chance to change it, to do something else. Also, the name Browns, you're named after a coach who also coached for the Bengals, and the Bengals
Yeah.
stadium is named after that guy.
yeah.
Paul Brown.
It's not a good look.
Atrocious. The marketing department in Cleveland should be fired.
You don't like uniforms, brown jerseys, orange helmets?
No, it's terrible. Like, the all whites are cool.
Yeah.
I will give
But I
them
mean,
one
who
thing.
doesn't look good in all whites?
The dog pound is pretty cool.
I was going to ask about.
Oh yeah,
that.
I had that and then I deleted it.
Like, it was
It's-
cooler in the old Cleveland Stadium. Like, kind of like the Black Hole was cooler.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah.
stadiums were crappy.
Yeah.
Instead of these state-of-the-art deals.
And then last con, I just have they are the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Can't argue that.
I
point.
can't. I mean, if I'm choosing a team that I'm going to be a fan of forever, I can't, in a good headspace, like just put myself up to all this that
Man.
what being a Browns fan.
Cool throwback
involves.
jersey. You might have to go back to Jim Brown.
Oh God! And what players do they have now? A Johnny Manziel Cleveland Browns jersey.
That's like an ironic cool jersey.
Yeah, but it'd be sick though.
Yeah.
And that's really just because of Johnny Manziel.
Honestly, man, like, let's name 5 former Browns. You like Josh Cribbs.
Yeah.
He was a good kick returner.
Josh Gordon.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
Josh
but,
Cribbs guy? Is he the one with the dreads that got absolutely murdered that one time?
Yeah.
Like his helmet, like he got knocked unconscious during the play.
Everybody who played the Steelers then got murdered.
Fair enough.
Josh Gordon, almost ironic jersey wearer, but he was awesome for a stretch.
He could just lay off the dope.
Oh, didn't Odell play for them for like a second?
Yeah,
that's
I guess.
once again. I kind of.
Yeah, but nobody's wearing
I'm
a
sure I'm
Browns
forgetting some
Odell.
guys, but man, they
I mean, you really got to go
so
like
bad.
O linemen.
Yeah.
If you're thinking like guys who were there their whole
Joe
career.
Thomas?
Yeah,
Joe
Joe
Thomas.
Thomas.
Joel Batonio.
That's
I think I'm saying that name right.
very important position, but that's sad. That
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the only jerseys that you could really wear are like O linemen. Man, that's unfortunate. So yeah, the Bears and the Browns are getting cut this week.
What a boring segment with two boring teams.
No,
they are
for
the
real.
most like blah teams that you could probably come up with.
Yeah, I promise next week will be better.
Well, no, I mean it's nothing against you. It's these
Yeah.
franchises.
Well, yeah, we got to get. I mean, you got to get through the boring ones, especially closer towards the draft when we're cutting like really good teams. It's going to get harder for me to choose, and also more interesting radio to listen to.
Just like I said with the Bears, these are two teams that unless you're from that area or your family was a member of, you're not going to be a fan of.
No.
It's impossible. They're not cool. Like
Yeah.
they're not popular fun.
Two things before we wrap up. One, Cena turned heel. Thoughts?
It's a probably top 5 thing I've ever seen.
Ever. Not
Like
even
in
just
sports.
specific to wrestling.
Like not wrestling.
Just
It was.
your entire lifetime.
Dude.
I mean, it's number one for me, just being a Cena kid.
I mean, the fact that in the year of our Lord 2025, that professional wrestling, something happened that was so big that First Take was covering it on ESPN the next day.
Yeah.
Like, that just puts into perspective how big that was. I popped huge for that.
yeah, I was sitting at the Buck, and I was the only person just.
You watched that at the Buck?
On my phone, yeah.
Oh, I thought they just had that on at the Buck. I'm like, man,
No.
I'm going to go watch Mania at the Buck. That'd be sick.
Yeah, we could probably get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And number 2, Miko traded today to
What
the Dallas
the hell,
Stars.
man?
He was?
Oh wow.
Oh, you don't know that?
What? No, okay. Well, I mean,
Canes didn't want to extend him, so they shipped him off to Dallas, and he got an 8-year deal.
okay, so we've covered that. Like, I work nights. I get home.
I think this was today.
I get
like
home
this
from
morning.
I know. I get home from work at like midnight, and then I go to the gym after. So I go to bed at like 2 a.m. every day, and wake up around 10. And then today I went and had lunch with my girlfriend at work. So I literally woke up at 11, left the house, and then came here. So I haven't been on my phone. Miko got traded.
Didn't y'all just get him from Colorado?
Yes, we did.
The
It was
Stars are
man.
now the favorite to win the cup.
Wow.
After getting Mika.
So do you know what we got?
I don't.
Do you remember?
I've just seen Canes fans I follow on Twitter be like, "What is this?"
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm finding out about this in real time. My quick thoughts are: here's the thing. It would have been way easier to make this decision had the Hurricanes been playing well since the trade. They haven't, and it's not even that the team is struggling and Miko's playing well. Miko's played absolutely horrific. Last night when they played Boston, Miko was absolutely nowhere to be found. Like, couldn't even. He had like 4 or 5 turnovers last night.
Jeez.
And since we traded for him, we have been trying to get him to sign a deal, and I think it was very clear that he either wasn't interested or wanted to test free agency to get more money. And, especially giving up Marty Natchez and Jack Drury in a second-round pick to get him, like, you want to get something in return at least. So,
Yeah.
especially last year, the same situation with Jake Getzel happened, and he left, and we got nothing and got burned. So, I get it, man. It's tough, but,
I'm trying to find what the Hurricanes get. The Stars sent Logan Stankoven. That's a cool name.
Stankoven?
Stankoven.
Okay, that's not bad.
Stankonia. And 2 first-round picks.
Wow.
What,
That's not bad at all.
In
they have a
addition,
year?
the Stars and Miko agreed to an 8-year contract, $96 million.
That's 12 years.
That's literally less money than what Carolina had on the table for him, but whatever.
All right.
Man.
I love that we could break Canes news to Alex.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That was fun.
I didn't even know who this guy was. And I was just like, he got traded.
It was when it happened at the time. This was, I said it a clip, like, that was the biggest blockbuster trade that's happened in the history of the franchise. And
This will be the
it
second
has
business?
turned out
Second big
to be
That lasted all of what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, like 3 weeks. I think he was here.
All right.
But we got 2 first-round picks in Logan Stankoven. That's a pretty decent haul.
Harp will be choosing his new favorite NHL team this offseason. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
We're eliminating the Bears and Browns. 10 teams gone. Still a lot to go through as Alex Harper picks his favorite NFL team for the remainder of his life. Pirates threaten, but get no runs across in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth. Coastal Carolina trying to make contact. Ethan Norby, 9 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. No score on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
We will return, wrap up hour 2. I've got a Did You See? We'll have that for you after these words.
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Ron Ayers Motorsports invites you to an unforgettable bike night and stunt show on March 20th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Get ready for an action-packed evening with jaw-dropping stunts, incredible bikes, and the chance to meet fellow riders. Hungry? Anita's food truck will be on site with delicious eats, and cold beer will be available for purchase. Since 1975, Ron Ayers has been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. It's all happening at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your home for everything motorsports for 50 years and counting. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Fish Street Hardware is bringing the luck of the Irish to you this year with a huge weekend of St. Patty's Day fun. Kicking it off Thursday with Jake Sutton on the guitar from 7 to 10. Friday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Saturday, Lucky Tunes with a huge lineup of artists starting at 4 p.m. with Jake Mitchell and Tanner Oakley, Alex Whitehurst, Brooke Adamski, Ryan Joyner, Eric Dunlow, and Back Row Backsliders. Sunday will be Shamrock and Sip with Tanner Oakley. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you at Fish Street Hardware for all the St. Patty's Day fun.
Spring merchandise is arriving daily and we need to make room. Hey, it's Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I have taken markdowns of 75% off on all remaining merchandise for men and women. This is our biggest sale of the year, so don't miss out. Outerwear, sportswear, dresses and tops, all at 75% off. This is your opportunity to view all the new spring goodies and save a bunch on sale merchandise. Shop the biggest sale of the year now going on at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch for 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved that the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Sad news from Clark LeClaire Stadium. Ethan Norby only struck out one batter in the fourth inning. Some are saying he's lost.
What a bum!
Get this guy out of here.
He's losing his luster.
You are terrible!
3 up, 3 down for the Chanticleers.
Is that 10 for him?
Yeah, Chandler.
Is that 10?
3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1.
Wow.
10 Ks through 4 innings for Ethan Norby. Pirates don't have any runs across, but they're getting runners on.
That's good.
Chants looking for their first base runner.
The Chants.
In this game. The Chants. You ever thought of going to Coastal Carolina?
No.
Did you ever think of attending another school, Sean?
Yes, I did.
What school would that be?
Campbell. Campbell, Wake Forest.
Because Campbell was offering you, what, a walk-on
a
spot?
spot on the team because they did not offer scholarships at the time.
Wait, and their head coach was?
Mike Minter.
And you turned it down? That's kind of crazy. I guess you just didn't have football in your blood? Like you didn't want it?
No, and I wasn't a fan of Campbell. I wanted to get a little money.
Yeah, but you didn't. And there was no chance you would do that. Like your only
Campbell
option
is not cheap.
Oh, right.
Because I also got a preferred walk-on to Wake Forest.
Really?
And my dad did not want to pay that tuition. And I didn't blame him.
Yeah. So,
Adam Shire, who is now at Temple, was the special teams coordinator.
Right. So, yeah, those are pretty expensive deals. I understand.
Very, very expensive.
We got a double down the line from Alex Boucher. I tell you what, we talked about some cool things in sports.
Oh, yes.
Pretty plays. Those ground balls down the line.
Over the base.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
Or anytime chalk raises.
And I heard you the other day.
That gets me. That's the good stuff.
That gets the blood flowing. I heard you the other day say when a base runner comes into home and
touches with that hand.
Touches the corner of the plate.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
And then a left-handed batter hitting one backside, and chalk comes up.
Okay. Yeah.
The backside, oppo hit down the line really gets me.
There you go. That's what gets Chandler.
It really gets me.
We need to take a break. Morgan Ahlers will join us. We'll talk Pirate Hoops and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Rahjai Harris also in hour number 3. And more. We're back with you after this timeout.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's New and Now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 42 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and pollo limon. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Colby Wallace got him one.
Backside.
Right center field blast, giving the Pirates a 2-0 lead over Coastal Carolina, bottom of the fourth. Man on first following a walk, and
Dixie Williams with a walk.
So 2 on, 2 out for the Pirates in the fourth inning, leading 2-0. Deuces are wild, as Harry Carey would say. All right, we will go out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, the voice of Minges Coliseum and Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, Morgan Ahlers. Morgan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Had a fun night last night, sitting in between Chandler Honeycutt and Tony Dunn and hearing Morgan Ahlers call a lot of threes, a lot of dunks, and a lot of scoring from the Pirates last night as they knock off the Tulane Green Wave. And, Morgan, that was a fun night of watching basketball in Minges.
It really was. And for the final home game of the year, to see the excitement that the fans have, and you and I have talked about it for years, that if the Pirates could put, some wins together and develop a winning culture, Minges can be a really fun environment for basketball. And last night, the crowd was into it just about the whole night, and there was some really cool plays, dunked by CJ, little windmill action that hasn't been done in Minges Coliseum by a Pirate in probably 100 years. So, it was definitely a fun night, and excited for the guys. They got a tough one this weekend playing down in Florida, but hopefully they can take care of business then.
And, Morgan, I wish I could explain the psychology on it, the physicality of it, whatever it is. But East Carolina last night, let me find it, from the free throw line, 7 of 7. Not a lot of attempts, but for the Pirates to go 100% from the free throw line after missing 11 in the win on Sunday against Charlotte, kind of unexplained. But if they go 7 for 7, if they make all their free throws and hit 10 3-pointers, they're going to win a lot of games the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was really funny because at one point the Pirates didn't have any fouls, I think, in the second half. I think it was like with 9 minutes to go, they were calling the Pirates. And then within 4 or 5 seconds, there were 3 quick fouls called on the Pirates. And then with 4 minutes to go, both teams only had 4 fouls on each team. And you don't see that very much in college basketball, especially when you have a game like last night. If you really watched the game, that was a very physical basketball game. The officials let them play. And, again, they went out there, they made the free throws that they were given, and, it was just a fun game. And watching Ron Hunter, the head coach for Tulane, on the sideline is always fun.
Yeah.
He is into every play, and there is something wrong with every play, and he lets the officials know it.
He lets the official. They didn't do it much last night, but a lot of times, Morgan, he lets his own guys know it, and he will get on them. But last night it was mostly, about the officials. In fact, during one timeout, Mike Schwartz was yelling at one official. Hunter was yelling at another one, and one guy was lucky enough to be standing by himself with nobody yelling at him. But the officials were getting it last night. Mike Schwartz didn't even have to pump up the crowd last night. The crowd was into it because of the style of play East Carolina was playing. And, credit to everybody. I personally, Jay Woodard is my favorite Pirate. He was awesome again last night. CJ Walker, good to see him have 15 and be active, 7 rebounds, plus the windmill was fantastic. But how about RJ, 17, his final game at Minges. He made sure to grab the game ball after the game, and Morgan did his normal routine of thanking all the fans, giving him 5s, but had a kind of, it made me sad because he didn't have a smile on his face. To me, it was almost like, this is it for me. I'm hoping it was more of a, we got more business to do, so I'm not going to celebrate this and be too happy, but I think RJ might have been a little sentimental after that game last night.
Yeah, I can understand. I having watched Holton go through his, final game in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, and, playing the 5 years that he played here at East Carolina, and RJ playing, his complete career here. That doesn't happen very much, and you probably don't see that a whole lot in college sports going forward. But so happy for him. He stuck it out when Coach Dooley was let go, and Coach Schwartz came in. He gave him a chance, and he's definitely prospered and taken his game to a whole nother level. And it's good to see hard work rewarded like that. And, you mentioned Jay Woodard last night. He's really come on to his own a little bit the last 2 or 3 games. And he's got that, he's so long, and I think he's 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", and he might weigh like 100 pounds. It's funny watching him play because he can handle the basketball, and he's got the little finger roll as he drives down the lane against the opposing guard. He does a little finger roll that kind of reminds me back in the day of a James Worthy when he played at Carolina and played for the Lakers. He was the master of that. And Jay Woodard's got the same thing. He's so fun to watch.
And extends so many possessions for ECU, just getting his hand on a loose ball. And if he doesn't grab the rebound, his teammate will. He dives on the floor. It's just really fun to watch him play. I think he motivates everybody on the team. But, man, fun win last night. Now it's on the road to FAU, and we'll see what this team can do in Texas at the AAC tournament, Morgan. And as we know, going through this conference season, we could beat anybody. Hung with Memphis there at the FedEx Forum, beat UAB here at home, knocking off Tulane. We North Texas, that game was back and forth pretty much for 33 minutes or whatever, and North Texas went on a 9-0 run and kind of changed everything right there. But that game was close for the most. So, they've hung with or beaten, the top half of the league this year.
4 or 5 years ago, when you looked at the league, you were like, okay, there's 3 or 4 teams that really were the top of the league, and you knew who those teams were when Houston was in there, when Cincinnati was playing well. You had Memphis really loading up each and every year, just to name a few. But now, Memphis would probably be your top team, but other than that, like you said, everybody's capable of beating anybody on a given night, and that's what's going to make this tournament really, really fun to watch. If you're a Pirate fan, you can hope, can we, take care of business Sunday, go into the tournament, win 1 or 2 games, get to 20 wins, 21 wins, how many wins? And, that could put the Pirates in really a very interesting position for postseason basketball. When's the last time we were talking about that? And seeing you with blonde hair is going to be fun to watch too.
Oh, man, I'm going to be looking sharp. Although C.J. Walker, seeing it, it's almost more like white than blonde. We're going to have to really...
Let's bleach it.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
I've already made arrangements.
All right.
You guys are gonna be white haired.
I'm down with it.
You will be mega blonde, and
I'll be wooing.
I've got somebody worked out, so they'll do your beard blonde too.
Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate the help, Morgan. Morgan Ahlers joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live Line. Folks, be prepared for your favorite local Greenville bar to have a few extra people at it Saturday night when Duke and Carolina play. Maybe not as much as past years because Carolina is down. However, they are on a winning streak, Morgan, and can just about punch a ticket probably if they knock off Duke on Saturday. But you've got that going on. NC State not even making the ACC tournament.
Wow.
So how about what's going on basketball-wise in the Triangle right now?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think this is the first time that a team that has won the conference tournament the previous year has not made the conference tournament the next year with NC State. And then, again, a lot of that has to do with you lose a few really good players. And State, prior to the tournament last year, people were talking about Kevin Keats. Was he going to get, fired at the end of the year? And then he goes on to win the tournament and makes a run, and a little bit of a run in the NCAAs. And, he has a couple really good stud players that just caught on fire at the end of the year. And now, there's talk again. I know he got his contract extended, but now they're talking about buying his contract out again. So nothing's safe. And but you're looking at Duke Carolina Saturday night. Carolina is on a roll, but I really think Duke is one of my favorites to win the whole thing this year if they stay healthy and keep playing the way they're playing. They're just so talented, and along with Auburn, they're really a good basketball teams. Those are my pick to make the Final Two. Again, everybody's staying healthy. It's going to be an interesting matchup, and I think Carolina's going to give Duke for a run for their money Saturday, but I think Duke probably will pull it out and make a little run late in the game.
Down the stretch we come with regular seasons, also conference tournaments going on right now. By the way, I haven't mentioned them on the show, but North Alabama, the team that really upset me earlier this year when they came in and beat ECU, and I was like, why are we giving North Alabama all this money to come in and beat us? Turns out they're a good team. They win again last night. they'll be in the ASUN Championship versus Lipscomb coming up on Sunday. So got all the conference tournaments rolling around, Morgan. Fun time of the year. And folks having fun at Clark LeClaire Stadium right now because Ethan Norby is absolutely dealing against Coastal Carolina.
Just had his 11th strikeout of the game in 4 1/3 innings pitched.
11 Ks already, Morgan, for Ethan Norby today.
Going 9 for 9 the first trip through the lineup for the Chanticleers, and that's just crazy. That's just when you get on a roll like that and you're on the mound, you feel like there's nobody that's going to touch you. And
no way.
Go for it, big boy. Shut this thing down. Shut them down.
All right, speaking of shutting them down, here is the 12th strikeout of the game. 2 down in the 5th. Wow, right down the pipe.
Ethan Norby cruising. And good point, Jamie. He said Ethan Norby and Colby Wallace were on Pirate Radio Live this week. I expect Dixon Williams to do something big because he was also on the show this week. So these guys playing well today.
Remember when we started the Players Lounge back the first year of NIL, and it was a distraction, and now it seems to be helping the student athletes.
But it really wasn't a distraction because ECU football went back to a bowl for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
And the baseball team, I want to say, was that the year they hosted a super regional?
And both squads, football and baseball, win or lose, they were the same every time they came in here. They weren't too high, they weren't too low.
Yeah. All right, Morgan, let's get our Q&A with Morgan Ahlers. Do you got one, Chandler?
I got 2 questions.
You got a 2-question question?
Yes, I do. First of all, Morgan, congratulations on 34 years inside Minges Coliseum, being the PA announcer. My first question for you is, what is the most unforgettable moment in Minges that you can remember? And the second question is, in those 34 years in Minges, where does R.J. Felton fall on your list of all-time Pirates?
Great questions today.
One of the cool memories was when we beat NC State, and Sidney Lowe was the coach. He was wearing that bright red jacket, and he ended up with about 2 minutes to go taking that thing off and just slamming it on the floor. That's kind of cool. But there was some, beating Rick Pitino when he was in here. You had Dwayne Wade come through twice when he was with Marquette. There's been some really cool moments and been some really special players throughout the years. RJ's one of the, he's definitely, one of the top probably 3 or 4 players to come through just because of his longevity and how he's played and with class and dignity. And, there's been a lot of really good players and a lot of really good people that have come through this program over the years. And it's funny, the other night when it was a letter winner alumni night, calling some of these guys out, I'm going like, okay, I remember him, and I'm getting really old. I remember him. It's fun to see those guys.
All right, and RJ, did he answer that one?
Yeah,
right.
RJ's probably one of the
sorry.
top 5 players that East Carolina's had. He's a Hall of Famer for sure.
While we're on the topic, I have a basketball question. So, Morgan, East Carolina's doing a slam dunk contest. Morgan Ahlers will be on the PA for that. And the judges will be Cy Seymour. We'll put Weingart's there since he's seen a lot of basketball. And R.J. Felton will be a judge. So that will leave you a couple of guys on this current team if you want to take them. But who are your 3 guys in their prime you're putting in the East Carolina dunk contest all time? You can name 3 guys.
Blue Edwards. Blue played here under Coach Steele from Lewisburg, of course, from Snow Hill and Green Central. They had a dunk contest pregame one year. I think it was the year before I actually started doing the PA, and he shattered a backboard back before the goals had the breakaway rims. He actually shattered a backboard pregame before the purple gold scrimmage that they had. So I'd put Blue in there with that. I think watching, just this year, you got 2 really good dunkers this year with Jordan Riley and C.J. Walker that can really get up there and finish it and do it with, authority. So those 2 guys would be in it. And I know I'm leaving some folks out. Please forgive me.
Who are the honorable mentions, Chandler?
I'm going to throw Maurice Kemp in there.
Yeah, I'll put Kemp in.
Maurice, I was just trying to sit during the CIT run. He was pretty good at it too. So yeah, I would agree with that.
He was on SportsCenter at least twice,
a couple
for
times.
dunks,
back-to-back games. I want to say
during that run.
During the CIT run. Yeah.
All right, Shirley, you got a question for Morgan before we wrap it up here?
Yes, I'm going to stay along the basketball question. I think I may know the answer, or at least I have a name in mind, but of all the years that you have done player introductions at Minges Coliseum, which player, as far as their name, is your favorite to introduce?
Oh, man.
Let's see. You had Errol Bing.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Errol
Bing. Bing.
Top 3 all-time favorite Pirates.
And he was pretty good to do. There was a guy that played here named Skip Schaefbauer.
Yep.
That was really good. And Garrett Blackwelder, of course, lives here in Greenville, big supporter of the program. Garrett was always fun to do. But, probably those guys just right off the top of my head. Those were good names.
We became big fans of this guy. He came on Pirate Radio and talked wrestling with us and is an all-time great guy. But Michelle and Ziggy, I used to like when Morgan would say Ziggy's name, too. Ziggy.
Yeah.
I just like saying Ziggy. It's fun.
Ziggy.
Morgan,
Ziggy.
what you got this weekend?
Playing down in Washington tonight, doing a wedding party tomorrow night, and that's about it. So, staying busy.
All right, brother, man. We'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend.
You guys do, too, and go Pirates.
Yes, sir. There is Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Pirates leading the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck. Norby is still dealing 13 strikeouts for the sophomore.
We will be back. You'll hear from Rahjai here.
Rahjai down the sideline.
Back with you after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Fisher Hardware is bringing the luck of the Irish to you this year with a huge weekend of St. Patty's Day fun. Kicking it off Thursday with Jake Sutton on the guitar from 7 to 10. Friday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Saturday, Lucky Tunes with a huge lineup of artists starting at 4 p.m. with Jake Mitchell and Tanner Oakley, Alex Whitehurst, Brooke Adamski, Ryan Joyner, Eric Dunlow, and Back Row Backsliders. Sunday will be Shamrock and Sip with Tanner Oakley. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you at Fish Street Hardware for all the St. Patty's Day fun.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free. Or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat, Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range bag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in-store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate Radio.
Brace yourselves, lads.
The voice of the pirate nation.
I do know a thing or two about pirates.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years of excellence this year. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. And coming up on March 20th, they're going to have a bike night and stunt show that runs from 6 until 8 p.m. You can get ready for an action-packed evening with jaw-dropping stunts, incredible bikes, and the chance to meet fellow riders. Anita's food truck will be on site with delicious eats, and cold beer will be available for purchase. Stop by their 30,000-square-foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler mowers, and Stihl equipment, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50 years of trusted service. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of quality, reliability, and adventure. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Flip.
I mentioned that Did You See earlier.
Did you see?
Man, I wish somebody kept score of how many times I say, coming up after this, I'm going to do this, and I don't do it.
It's happened quite a bit.
I am the worst for that. Did you see the FBI has added an ex-Olympian to their top 10 most wanted list? Who could it be? Could it be
all right,
Tanya Harding? Dwayne Wade?
Can I say I saw what this person did? Can I say it?
Yeah.
Snowboarder. Is it Shaun White?
It is not. It is a Canadian.
Of course it is.
By the way, I've had this take forever, but snowboarding is not a sport. It's like a pothead activity.
Like skateboarding.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a sport.
Yeah, I went to school with potheads that love to skate.
It's an activity. It's like video gaming. I should be in the video game Olympics. Or
you calling Shaun White a pothead?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. It is Canadian snowboarder Ryan Wedding. One reason I didn't like the Olympics adding snowboarding is because I thought, like, this is such an American thing. Like, we're just going to win. But is this one of those things where they added it because it was in America? Because I didn't know that, like, you could add events if your country hosts the Olympics. Like, breakdancing was in the previous one. Ryan Wedding. What did he do?
Don't look at the... Dang it.
Oh, my God.
Don't look at the TV.
Oh, my God.
Don't look at the TV. We got some good news.
Colby Wallace.
What do I like on my Italian sandwich? Salami.
A grand slam for Colby Wallace.
Dude.
Chandler Honeycutt, notorious Colby Wallace hater.
I'm not.
Is punching air. It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Yeah. Woo, that's a man swing. He done man swung. Man.
Clark LeClaire is getting hype. Let's go.
Colby Wallace was sitting in that studio a couple days ago. Now dropping tanks. Ryan Wedding sold cocaine and may have orchestrated some murders.
Oh, my God.
Moving along.
Jesus. Congratulations, Kobe Wallace, on your grand slam. Jesus. My goodness.
I don't like the FBI.
Orchestrated.
We're going to
shoot that man, and shoot that guy, and shoot that woman, and shoot that.
I don't like the FBI.
Oh.
God, that was nasty. Where's that ball?
In the street on Charles Boulevard. Man.
Kind of like where you can find some of Ryan Wedding's drugs in the streets. That ball is in the street. I don't like the FBI using wordplay like I tried to do just then. Like, the FBI should be serious. Here's the Akil Davis, the assistant director of the FBI's Los Angeles field office. Wedding went from shredding powder on the slopes at the Olympics to distributing powder cocaine on the streets of U.S. cities. He doesn't need to, like, try to make a joke out of it. From shredding powder to selling powder cocaine. How's he got to do that? So anyway, if you see Ryan Wedding, I don't know, are you a rat? Yeah.
If you see Ryan Wedding and you hear music,
hop on your snowboard and get the hell out of there.
If you see Ryan Wedding and you hear music, get out because he's orchestrating it.
Here comes the murder. Ryan Wedding.
Poison that man. All right.
Let's get to Rahjai Harris.
Yeah, that's a good way to lift the spirits after talking about a murderer.
He lifts my spirits, and he joined us yesterday on Pirate Radio. We have not aired the interview on radio yet. We do have it on YouTube. Here's 47 joining us on Pirate Radio Live. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, everybody's guy, Rahjai Harris. What's up, Rahjai?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I dropped by an autographed Rahjai Harris card to my parents' house a couple nights ago, and my mom said, "Are you going to see Rahjai again?" I was like, "I'm sure I will," and she was like, "Well, just tell him I said not to leave." I mean, I don't know what she means by that. Like, you got to stay here forever or what? But anyway, Rahjai will always be around one way or another for Pirate Nation. That's for sure. And man, I saw you put out the other day on social media. You just hope you're making your family proud. And I can't speak for them, but I know you made the Pirate Nation proud. But yeah, man, we're gonna be we'll be talking about you for a while, probably, Rahjai.
Oh man, I hope so. I hope I left a mark there, man. That's the whole goal, man. You leave a place better than you found it, man. So I hope I'm, being in the talks while my daughter's coming up, man, and she finally understands, man, what her dad was out here doing. So
that's pretty cool. Absolutely, absolutely. I was thinking about what to talk about today with you because we chat with you every week. We kind of get updated on what you're doing as far as working out and stuff, but. A couple of questions about last year, Raj. What a crazy year it was for ECU football with of course, and let me go back before that because you have a new offensive coordinator come in. Donnie Kirkpatrick gets fired. And when there's a coaching change like that, do you feel, man, like if I'd have done my job better, if we'd have done our job better, Donnie Kirkpatrick would still be here? Or sometimes you think, all right, a change is needed, but is that a weird feeling for you as a running back playing D1 football, or is it just kind of the business of the game, quote unquote?
If you would have asked me that question maybe like my freshman year, I would have definitely said, man, it's just a weird feeling. But the older I got, man, I realized it's just a business.
Yeah.
Pirate Nation wants to win. And we want getting that done the right way, man. So, bringing a new staff in, it's not always a bad thing, man. And, we went to a bowl game this past season. We won a bowl game. So, that definitely wasn't a bad thing, bringing a new staff in. So, big shout out to Coach K, man, and all the other coaches that, done took the chance and took the opportunity just to invest their time to me. Big shout out to the new staff that took their time to invest in all the seniors and all the guys that was on the team. So shout out to both people, man, and I appreciate both of them.
And right or wrong, quarterback gets the credit when you win and the blame if you lose. And Pirates did not have good quarterback play a couple years ago. Last year, Jake Garcia put up some stats, also turned the ball over. So Caden Hauser gets his shot. What was that like in the locker room when that change was going on, Rahjai?
Honestly, man, both of them guys was leaders in the locker room, man. So it wasn't really like no big change. Um, a lot of people done read and forward and seen that Caden was the starter in the spring, and then Jake took the job in fall. Well, really, it wasn't really no starters to start off with.
Right.
Both of the guys been competing, man, and it was some friendly competition, but you could tell like it was needed to be. It was a starter. Somebody was gonna be the starter, and somebody was gonna be the second string. So we were just trying to figure out all season on off season who that guy was gonna be. Jake did win the job for the first couple weeks, and then Caden came in on the back end and finished the job. But both guys, man, shout out to both guys, man. The courage to play that position, man, is big, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure, like you said, man. The quarterbacks get blamed for everything, so big shout out to all the quarterbacks, man, at ECU, man, because y'all got a big job.
And Rahjai, the winning streak kind of coincided with Caden Hauser coming in and also Blake Harrell taking over as head coach. And look, we talked about it. Us on the outside, we look at the schedule and say, okay, the first half of the season, the games are a lot tougher than the second half, so that might have helped out a little bit too. But what was that feeling like, Rahjai, when y'all started going on that run? Like it's 1%. I know with you, one day at a time and all that. But man, you were able to string those days together for a while there.
Yeah, man, just trying to be better each and every day. Trying to be consistent. Win one game. Okay, that's one game. Let's win two. Let's win three. Let's win four. Let's just keep going. Just being consistent. It was definitely a shift once we started winning. You could tell, man, with the energy around the locker room and around the facility. So we just wanted to keep it consistent, man. Keep on winning, man, for Pirate Nation. They was packing out all the crowds. They was even traveling with us towards the end of the season, man.
Yeah.
It was electric, man. Everywhere we played, it was electric because Pirate Nation. So big shout out to Pirate Nation, man. They got us going, and we did the rest. We just went out there and played ball and do what we do every single day.
I'm very impressed with the resolve that some of you guys have. And as fans, as people on the outside, we look at it and you lose a game or two and you're like, well, that's it for this season. We'll look ahead. But y'all can't do that. And you don't – I mean, I did it with basketball this year. We lose to Gardner-Webb at home and lose some of those games. And it's like, man, another wasted year. And now these guys are playing well. They got one more home game tonight against Tulane. Looking forward to being in Minges. But same with the football team. Rough first half of the year, but none of y'all quit. And that's a good thing because we can give up, but you as players can't. Y'all got to stick with it. And kudos to y'all for doing that.
Yeah, man. It's I call it the 24-hour rule. Win or loss, you got to flush it regardless because last week is not going to win you this game this week. So flipping that mindset, man, to that 24-hour rule, man, just go out there each week and just make sure it's a new week and it's a fresh start, man. So big shout out to the coaches and the leaders on the team for just keeping everybody narrow head, man, and just head down and hungry, man. And we went out every week thinking we can win, and we won the games we needed to win.
And just to tie a bow on it, we talked to Alex Harper a lot this year, and I would tell Alex to his face, I was like, man, we can win them both, but if I had to pick one state win, would I rather it be in the bowl game or to start the year next year? And I said, you know what, I want to be 1-0 next year. And Alex said, well, good for you. I want to beat them in this bowl game because I've never beaten the state before. And you had that in that taste in your mouth too. Y'all wanted to beat those guys and right some wrongs. And we've talked about it, Rahjai, but man, that had to be a sweet feeling, especially the way you kind of closed it out.
It was great, man. It was great just to know that, that team down the street, down the road, man, they get all this money and all this stuff poured into their program, man, just to go out there and lose by a team that's, less fortunate, than NC State. So it was good, man. Them guys were chippy. It it really started like way before the bowl prep. It was some incidents that happened down there at the Capitol, incidents on the field. It was just a lot of things that was going on, man, that them guys was trying to, steer us in a different direction, man. But we was there for one mission only, just bring home a W. And that's what we did.
Mission accomplished. Rahjai, now we're on to a different chapter for you especially. And I talked to Justin Hardy earlier this week and asked him, what advice would you give to somebody in like in Rahjai's case here, getting ready for the next part of his football career? And the first thing he said was take care of your body. And I know that's something important to you. In fact, we're going to let you run here in a couple minutes because you said you got to get a massage, right? So it's eating right, it's working out, it's massage, it's recovery, it's all that, right?
It's recovery, man. Recovery is big. And I had a guy named Tavian Feaster. He played at Spartanburg High School, then he went to Clemson, then he went to South Carolina. And I had a visit up there to Clemson. That was one of my first visits, man. And he told me, you can't play the ball if you're not on the field. You can't run the ball if you're not on the field. So make sure you're taking care of your body. And that stuck with me. And that's why people ask, man, I be in the training room for hours, every single day, just taking care of my body because if I don't take care of it, it's going to shut down on me. So I'm just trying to be on the field, trying to be an asset to my team. So if that's taking care of the body or eating right, count me in. I'm going to do it.
Rahjai, is the kind of big day on the calendar the pro day? Is that kind of what you're building to here? That's coming up at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, that's a big day for me, man. But you know me, I look at every day as a big day and another opportunity. So we're gonna get down there March 25th. We're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna go from there, man. I'm excited for it. I really am. I'm blessed to be in this position today, man, and excited for it. Excited to get down there and do it.
Rahjai, we'll let you get to it, man. We appreciate you joining us each and every week here on Pirate Radio. Always enjoy talking with you, and we'll do it again soon, man.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one.
Contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Buyers are ready now. Many buyers are expecting interest rates to adjust in 2025, and they're getting ready to start their home search ahead of the spring market when competition increases.
Visit our website at encpiraterealty.com to connect with our experienced team of agents. Go Pirates!
The 8th annual NC Pirate Classic is back, coming Saturday, April 5th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. The new weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, Woodhaven Custom Calls, Greenville Marine and Outdoor, Grady White Boats, Big Rock Power Sports, East Coast Waterfowl, Country Mart, Fox Brothers Construction, Triple S Outfitters, and the Robinson Law Firm. Register at ncpirateclassic.com and we'll see you there.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere, on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right. Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy, boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot, and every craving is covered. And just like in February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver. And is your office printer on the fritz? Well, don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all of your office printing devices. Contact Walker Allen Bolivar today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live.
Ethan Orby, 6 more strikeouts. He has 20.
Chandler, I'm getting my, making sure my hands are fully.
Do I need to test them like they do the pitchers?
Yeah. Can you test my hands? I've got multiple.
Your hat, please.
Multiple.
By the way, nice hat.
Hey, thanks for noticing. Nice hair. Hey, nice face.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Got multiple college football dynasty games this weekend. 2 online leagues, 1 offline league.
Long weekend.
So I got a huge, for this 43-year-old man, married man, huge weekend of college football on Xbox. I would like to, on a serious note, I consider myself a man of faith.
Oh, God, what did you say?
I would like to apologize for Logan for not hitting the button. So you could not hear what we were saying on YouTube at the end of that segment or part of our first ad, which thank God no advertisement or advertiser has stopped their advertising at Pirate Radio due to that mistake as of yet. So we're knocking on wood, but as of right now, nobody is canceled. And I just want to apologize on behalf of Logan. He's got a lot going on. He's a student. He's got class, social life.
Oh, he's got class.
Like mental health crisis going on in our country.
Yeah.
The price of eggs. He's going through a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't want to blame him. I want to blame society. I want to blame all of y'all for putting.
I want to blame technology.
Technology.
I want to blame. I'm going to say what my grandma said several years ago.
Say it.
Technology is going to be the end of the world.
And in a way, she's right. And we were witness to that a few minutes ago. So I just want to apologize.
And I'm glad we didn't catch you on the air too.
What did I do?
Slamming your hat down and dog cussing him. And almost making him eat the mayonnaise that we got from.
So we have a jar
Classic.
of mayonnaise from the Duke's Mayo Classic, East Carolina and
App State. From 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And I think as a punishment, we're going to have to make a good old turkey sandwich with that Duke's Mayo on it. Jamie says, I was thinking about leaving, but I'll stay now. Great speech. Appreciate that, Jamie. Logan, anything you'd like to say, or did I think I summed it up well.
Yeah, Logan, what do you got to say, bud?
Hey, bud.
Well, I mean, the technology part. Why is there a video audio switch? Why is this? I mean, this is a question. As an intern, why is this a thing?
Right. Yep. I agree. I'm with you.
Do we not agree?
Logan, I appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, of course.
Because you are heading out next week. Where are you going?
Panama City and trying to get to New Orleans for a day. We'll see if that happens. But
Panama.
Down, Panama. All right. Perfect game is over. Is the no-hitter over? They got to call that an error, right?
Dixon bobbled a ball.
He bobbled it. And now we got a shot in the gap that is going to be caught for out number 1 of the 7th inning. I'm assuming they called that an error. But got to see what the official scores say. Coop, what's up, buddy? He said, sweet hoodie, Chip. What's up, Coop? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, this is is this a hoodie? It's got a hood on it, but it's a zip. I guess it is.
That's a jacket.
It's a jacket.
This is a hoodie.
Chandler is wearing a cool hoodie. Real quick, I don't like this stuff, but we're gonna have to talk about it. The AAC becomes the first league to set minimum standard revenue share of $10 million. The AAC approved an initiative on Friday to establish a minimum standard of benefits that schools are required to share with athletes in the new revenue sharing era of college sports, becoming the first NCAA conference to make such a move. Schools must share with athletes at least $10 million in cumulative additional benefits over a 3-year period starting with the 25-26 academic year. A concept driven by Commissioner Tim Panetti. So schools can reach the required $10 million figure through a combination of benefits now available to them through the settlement of the House antitrust lawsuit. The settlement, if approved later this spring, will permit schools to offer scholarships to entire rosters and separately share a projected maximum of $20.5 million annually with their athletes through direct revenue sharing. So Pernetti says this action is another indication of how the American differentiates itself from its peers. We are committed to differentiating the American in every way we can. And we are committed to delivering an unrivaled experience for student athletes and positioning our members in the best place for the future of college athletics. I like when you do your conference commissioner bit. We haven't done that in a while.
You got to tell me what to say.
So, Mr. Commissioner, can you tell us more about this?
Well, thank you for being here, guys.
This revenue sharing. Mention student athletes.
Well, first of all, it's all about the student athletes. And what we want to do is make them not just the best athlete that they can be on the field of play, but also in their life.
Yeah. Say something about community. Like service and like.
And we don't want to just go within the campus. We want to go outside the campus in the communities of our awesome institutions.
Standard. Say the word
and
standard.
Of course,
use the word standard.
The standard of those institutions.
No. We got to set a standard. Talk about.
And then, of course, now I heard somebody mutter and say, what about standard? Well, it's about setting the standard. When there's a standard, you have to set that standard. And that's what we're doing in the American Athletic Conference.
There's no such thing as a power two.
And, of course, there's no such thing as a power two. You want to talk about P5 or P6, like our former commissioner wanted to do, have stickers on the helmets, flags. There's no such thing as a P6, a P5, and especially a P2.
Say something.
The American Athletic Conference is the best conference in America because, well, guess what? It's literally called the American Conference.
Right. And tell them that the American Conference will go to war with Canada if they need.
And we will go to war with Canada if they do not want to be the 51st state of the United States of America.
All right. Thank you, Commish.
We're actually thinking about changing our conference to the Gulf of the American Conference.
The Gulf of the Americana Conference? Thank you, Tim.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. Go American.
Not bad. Dude, I think you have a future in being a conference commissioner. All you got to do is say a few buzzwords.
I need an earpiece in, though, because you really helped me out.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't say anything, I would just sit there in silence.
Next time I'm going to go back there, I'm going to have it in a way where people can't hear me on the air.
Okay.
And I'll just be feeding you, and you'll be saying all the buzzwords. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back. Did we give up a hit?
Yes, as FP Santangelo used to say on the Nationals broadcast with Bob Carpenter.
What a name to bring up.
With Bob Carpenter on the Nationals broadcast on Masson, there goes the no-hitter.
Oh, like early in the game? Mm-hmm. Like as a joke?
It could be the first batter gets a base hit, he'll say, there goes the no-hitter.
Funny stuff.
Funny stuff. Ethan now at 18 strikeouts.
Yikes.
And then when Max Scherzer had a no-hitter, he said, there is the no-hitter.
Oh, cool. Do we keep Ethan in to try to get to 20? I say no. I think we
keep him in to at least take him out of the game so he can get an ovation.
I like that, Chandler. I like that. All right, we'll wrap it up when we return after this.
Ahoy Greenville! Prepare to set sail for the 18th annual Pirate Fest on Saturday, April 5th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Greenville Town Common. The festivities begin at 11 a.m. with the Parade of Pirates. Then beginning at 1 p.m., it's great beach music from the Embers. At 3 p.m., Cooper Greer takes the stage. And at 5 p.m., it's Captain Mike and Shipwrecked with a Jimmy Buffett tribute. Visit our unique food trucks, eclectic vendors, and immerse yourself in pirate festivities. For more details, visit piratefestnc.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At U.S. Cellular,
you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
G'day, this is Luke Larson, punter for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow closed out the week up 222 points at 42,801. The NASDAQ was ahead 126 at 18,196. And the S&P was up 31 at 5,770. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, the Coastal Carolina coach is saying bad words and yelling at the umpire.
I think he just told him, "You don't tell me to shut the F up."
Oh, really?
That's what I read.
He said, "You're not my mama. Only my mama can tell me
You're
that.
not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
You're not my dad." By the way, he's wearing gloves.
Hey, white Dusty Baker, take off the gloves, dude. You're a grown man. So we'll see what this is all about, and we'll say goodbye to you. Logan, have fun on spring break, brah.
Have fun in Panama.
Shirley, we'll see you Monday. Sean, have a great weekend.
Great to be here all 3 hours today, man.
Enjoyed it, and could not have done it without you as successfully as we did it. Because I could have done it without you, but not as successfully. Thank you all for tuning in. We will talk to you Monday. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is